He's been pissing for the last 20 minutes.
Alrighty, Michael.
Lost
Recording
in the
has
bathroom.
started.
Stuck in an oil painting.
I fell into the toilet.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
after you
didn't
push
know.
your grandmother over? Yeah.
Flushed him down the toilet.
Dude said I'm going to take a piss break, went and took a whole ass shower.
Yeah.
Bro had one of them earth-shattering pisses that he needed to take a shower.
Back to you.
Yeah,
Right
enough PS, I
now,
had to
you
break the
gotta
toilet, he had to clean up the aftermath. Alright,
You never
so,
believe in anybody. Sorry.
so Daniel, we're just like good to go then?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the way I
we're recording.
do.
Alright,
Alright.
cool.
Now.
Everyone shut up. Alright. So, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or I could just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5. Hey Tyler, would you mind recapping for me? I'll fill in the holes.
That's close.
I just wanna, it's a pop quiz if you will.
Okay. I think I kind of sort of remember, but we started getting ready to fight Sarasol, right?
No, we were
We
already
We started
finished.
after the fight with Sarasol.
Fuck. Okay. That's
The
right.
fight
Okay.
had finished.
After the fight. Okay, this was after the fight. Okay, so we fought Sarasol the session before last, so we were regrouping, kind of just figuring out what to do, waiting for Sarasol to wake up and just talking about our plans moving forward. And eventually, when he did wake up, I don't remember what he said at all. Let's see. So he woke up. I know we talked to him about how he got put under control and shit, probably. And then we decided to make a plan to continue heading towards the southeast, where the rest of the where the Dragonborn all were, and where my teacher, as well as all the ships from Titan, were going to meet us. Yeah, that's all I really remember.
Alright, so y'all beat Sarasol, and had a quick chat with him, and he was basically just like, you know, I was taken because I was weakened, and he mentioned his concerns about his tribe without him being there, but he didn't have too much more information that he remembered to confine the rest of y'all. He joined up with y'all to go where y'all are going because traveling in a group is safer. Y'all sent a series of messages to Ignia in order to just kind of establish what is going on there and where y'all are actually going, and she was able to guide y'all to where they are, but she did mention that they aren't here to help you. It's more of y'all are, like, if you want to work together, you'll have to figure out a way to get to them, and that they were besieged. The end of the session was you all kind of making your way down to that. There were some specific character interactions, but the end of the session was you all made your way to where their encampment is, and y'all discovered that all of the undead that you haven't been running into the last couple days of your journey are all congregated here, and there is essentially just like sea of undead of all different varieties surrounding this encampment. So specifically, it was Uriel flew ahead up above to see, and she saw this, and that's where the session ended. So Uriel, you're up in the sky. You see, you see this, and that's where.
Yeah. Once Uriel sees that, she'll immediately fly back to the group and tell them that A, she found the tribe, and B, she also found the herd. The horde.
And you fly back down.
Yeah, so.
Michael, I'm still stuck on the twink page.
Yeah.
We all
Always
on the
fun.
Tinkometer.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought this was all the I thought that's where all the zombies were.
They're
Yeah,
all somewhere on the
they're all
Tinkometer.
They're all
twinks.
twins.
They're all twinks.
Here we are.
Okay.
Alright.
Yikes.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's
That's a large number.
That's the
Yeah.
one section of the map that won't like fully load. so many.
Don't be lagging, y'all. I screenshotted it. It's 1 token.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Oh, that's
see.
why it looks like that. Okay,
That's based.
got it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
So
smart.
yeah.
Which means it's gonna move.
Yeah.
Having-
So
That is in fact how that could potentially
look,
work.
and they just swarm.
You're dead. Your friend's dead. Everyone's dead.
Everybody's dead. They bring the
Everybody
desert
onto the
with
ground.
them. Wherever they move, they bring the desert.
Yeah. So Uriel will land in front of everyone. The village is up ahead, and so is the horde.
Uh-oh.
Oh?
So
The horde.
yes, the zombie horde.
How many?
Yes.
Just a rough estimate.
Yes.
Too many to count.
Oh,
Gee.
well,
As far as I could tell, it's like, so Michael it was like a sea of them, right?
Yeah.
It was like
If-
from
Give me. Can you give me a survival check, just to get like
survival.
Uriel's
Alright.
sort of like estimate in terms of numbers.
15.
Uriel would just based on like she'd estimate it's the numbers within like the tens of thousands
Yeah.
of these creatures.
Yeah. So yeah, very much too many to count. If I had to get an estimate, over the tens of thousands.
Yikes.
So I don't think there's really a way to go, you know, around them on the ground.
No, I wouldn't think so.
We could try flying over. I know I can fly. I think Tadriel can fly.
for 1 minute. I will not be able to fly long enough to be of much use.
Hmm.
Vico kind of like rolls his shoulder and he's like, sadly, I know I can't.
Agro kind of sorry, Sarisol types up as I cannot fly either.
It would be so awesome. He's like, I can
fly wings.
Lightning wings just
I
shoots
can
out.
fight.
Spirit, I can fly.
Why did you address me?
Yes, I can fly, Spirit.
Okay.
I
Tippy
hide
can
my hand
fly.
again.
I'm going to throw this out there because I don't think. I mean, it's an option, but I could possibly make us look like a sandstorm, and we could maybe move around.
How
You
No,
could
we
always
would-
sneak past.
We wouldn't be able to see well unless we stood on the outsides of it, on the other side of it.
Would we be able
How long
to?
would that last?
Would we run into them if we are trying to walk through them while disguised as a sandstorm?
If we walked through them, no, but if we walked around, we wouldn't hit them. We could hit. We would be.
So-
Walking through would be difficult.
I said this in between sessions and then fell back on it. It is like surrounding the city.
Yeah,
Right.
fully.
Yeah.
surrounding the city. I don't think we can go
never
around.
mind.
Um,
Our options are ferry ourselves across by flying
mhm.
or sneaking past them. Fighting
Well, fighting.
is absolutely not an option.
Not an option.
No, not really.
No,
It doesn't seem it.
I'm pretty sure we would all be killed very, very swiftly. There's just too many of them to really combat.
Hmm.
I'm fairly certain I can carry at least one person.
I can make 3 individuals, including myself, fly for a
Oh,
temporary period.
I assume 1 hour or shorter.
Shorter.
Enough to get us
Oh.
over the
Um,
group.
I don't know, but I don't know for certain if it can get us, if there's enough time to get us over, but I suspect we'd have enough.
And I can
Um,
sneak past myself if there's a way in from the ground.
How about we send a sending and let them know we're on the outskirts. So that way, if we do fly over, they don't try to shoot us down.
Yes, that would be wise. Also, did you see any soldiers with bows or crossbows of anything of like?
Michael, did I?
It was
My-
too far away to tell, like, for sure. You know just from your past experience with fighting these things that there are like several varied types that can do different things. So it wouldn't be out of the question to have them have a ranged option.
I didn't see anyone myself, mostly because there's just so many of them and I was pretty far away. But I think it's best we assume they do.
And so how high can we fly up?
You can fly as long as the spell lasts. If you want to spend this entire duration flying upwards, you can do so.
Probably the best distance, probably more than 60 feet.
Probably want to stay well outside 60 feet.
Yeah.
At least.
Yes, I'd say over
Well
80. That's
Michael,
how far my crossbow can reach just about.
Michael, can I roll something to see if I remember how, like, the longest somebody has been, like, hit by one of their, like, archers in the past? Can I, like, roll something to see if I remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say this is give me a history check.
History check, got it. 1 second, I gotta get my character sheet up. Yeah. Vico. Oh, I'm rolling on my new die. Or I think I am. Nope, that's not a d20. There we go. Here's a d20. Alright. I got a plus. I got a -1 in history, so that's a 13.
13. It's a little bit hard to gauge like a literal like distance number from memory. 60 feet sounds kind of right. I mean, they could probably shoot farther than that. 60 feet is consistent at the very least. That's all you really remember, though.
Well, I mean, at the very least, I do have 2 more uses of my minor elementals here, as well as the sandstorm I could cause. We could at least create a distraction with that.
Would the sandstorm affect the Dragonborn?
No, it's more so it's another creature I could conjure that creates a small sandstorm around it as it moves.
Interesting.
Something I mean, it's possible we could fly above it, but we'd be flying too close at that point.
And I assume this small sandstorm is relegated to a small one person, so it's not like how big is this sandstorm?
Well, I kind of like step a few paces away. No, probably would create a storm about this big. It's basically a 10-foot cube. Oh, 10-foot radius, sorry.
Yeah, that's definitely not enough. I think it would affect the people around, but there are thousands.
Right. Well, I mean, that and the other small ones, I could create more dust methods that would also be able to fly around and just spray sand on their faces. It would cause a decent enough distraction. I don't know if it'd be enough for us to get across without being sighted at all, but definitely throw them in disarray.
If there are truly tens of thousands of these creatures, then I doubt a couple of these elementals will do much.
Well, if
Well,
we can create a
no.
localized disturbance, we can get through
Possibly easier.
around there.
I think that's a big risk.
Well, both options are a big risk. Every option we have is a big risk, to be honest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we even need to? Well, no, he wouldn't say that. His people are in there. I was going.
Let them all die.
Let them
Well, we
die.
can just go around, but no, his people are in there. He's not going to say
Yeah.
that. Never mind.
Put them in the ground.
Screw those guys.
Um.
Do we even know how long it would take to fly over this group? If they're tens of thousands, surely they can't be just a line.
No, they're surrounding the village.
How thick would you say? How thick of a border?
How thick
As
would
thick as
how
my-
thick would Uriel say?
How dummy thick is the crowd?
How
say dummy
dummy
As
thick?
thick as my dick, which means you need an anti-tank rifle to get through that.
So, Uriel, give me
Cool.
another survival check.
Natural 20! 23.
Let's go.
Alright, so you think that it's probably like somewhere between a mile and a mile and a half thick. It is a sea of these creatures. You wouldn't
It
be
is-
able to just walk through them,
Yeah.
at least not without something to really disguise yourselves.
Yeah.
Tadriel raises his hand.
It's about a mile and a half thick. So I don't think walking is
It's not
a
nothing.
safe bet without incidents or a really good disguise. How long would you think it would take me to fly over? Like mile, mile and a
So
half?
your flying speed is 30 feet.
Yes.
So let's see, the fly spell is 60 feet. So it would take you like 13 to 14 minutes to fly over it.
It would take me about 13 to 14 minutes to fly over it. Fly over the sea of zombies.
Can you fly for that long?
Yeah, my wings don't disappear.
Spirit, can you fly for that long?
I can, for a little less time, but I can fly faster. We could probably half the time.
It's a more unorthodox idea, but back in the Feywild, I did give Nero a potion that may be able to summon some kind of water steed.
And what would that do in this situation?
It could help us not like bypass the horde entirely by going, by getting there by water.
But
We're
there
not-
is no
I'm not
nearby
sure
water.
if it would do this, but the wording of that shopkeep was vague enough to imply that this is a possibility.
He's, for your sake, he or she, I don't remember, said that depending on what you do with it, it changes the effect.
Okay.
So you're not entirely sure what it would do if you were to like pour it into the sand or something. You don't really know.
We could pour it into the sand. I was gonna like say like, what if
Or
was
drink
like,
it.
we could like go to the water, like the ocean's edge, and then just pour it there, and then use that to get.
Well, this
This is several
outpost,
days away.
yeah. So if you want to look, this outpost
Okay.
is
Oh man.
it's not
all of them.
several days away, but here. Jam layer. Here we go.
Because we're close enough for it to be in a semi-visible range if you're at a high enough elevation, I guess.
This is the where like this sort of outpost is. So it's not adjacent to water. Water is relatively close, but
Oh, I thought I misunderstood. I thought we like by the peninsula.
not quite.
Okay.
No.
I'm a little
Yeah.
dumb.
I mean, I don't know how much
Ryan?
water you need, but I have my decanter.
Bless you.
I do not know.
It's not exactly a good idea, but
Blood.
I don't know at this point.
Dude, I use blood.
Blood.
Bruh, Falknir casts surf.
Not very effective.
Yeah, not
But
very
it
effective.
hits all enemy.
It does, but it's
We
gonna
can just
do like
use
one hit.
fireball, guys.
When
Let's
it
use
hits the
fireball on
Dragon
this
Ball-
crowd.
Dude, you lost Crystal Barrage at 4th level? Like, come on, guys. It's just busted.
It's just busting.
It's actually not a bad idea. That would cause another more mayhem when we're flying over.
Yeah, it would cause mayhem.
You need to be in range of them, which means they might be in range of you.
Oh,
Yeah, they get in
almost
range of me,
certainly.
but-
And there's
Hopefully by then we have enough
tens of
distractions.
thousands of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
I know.
firing
Ooh,
at
let's
you.
roll that
Hell
initiative.
no. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael, roll that initiative. Come on.
Well, you just need to roll like one.
Each have their
but-
own
Well,
individual
Yeah,
initiative.
yeah, no, they have to. That's the only way to consistently run that combat.
Yeah, in order for it to be fair, they all have to have their own spot and initiative.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
Yeah, what if some are slower than others? What if
I
one
mean,
guy's having a
obviously.
bad day?
Yeah,
One
okay, that's
bad
just
day
like
away.
one. That's one, and then there's like 10,000 more. That's above. That's before you.
Bad day to be a zombie.
I personally think flying is our safest option. Unless
I
anyone else
agree.
has any other tricks up their sleeve that I don't know about.
Do we
think
have
we
enough
should
to
toss a
fly
flag.
everyone across in one go?
That is a different issue.
So Nero can go and take one person.
Mhm.
Spirit, you said you could do yourself and 3 other people, or
2 other
just
people.
2 other people?
So that's 4.
Oh, Erin,
Yes, Tippy.
Erin, I can turn into a big bird and carry somebody.
That is true.
That
I
is
can
a
turn
good
into a
point.
big old bird.
Tippy.
Yeah?
Can you stay as a bird for that long?
For this many hours, and I hold up all 4 of my fingers.
That works.
Tippy,
Oh,
don't you have the ability to turn other people into animals?
I can do that. I can do that as much as I want.
I
As
lean
much as I
over.
want.
I lean over
Maybe it
to
would
Spirit.
be marginally. Maybe it would be marginally less conspicuous if you were carried by someone as a bird, since you are smaller, as opposed to a bird carrying.
I can
one
turn
of-
you into a bird, and you into a bird, and you into a bird, and you into a bird, and
All at the
I've
same
never
time.
been a bird. I'm not opposed.
I've been a seahorse.
Bird Erin.
Bird
I
Aaron.
could.
Jamie, pull that up.
This is a really easy way to TPK someone. Just as you're flying, just drop them.
I lose concentration while we're flying. Oh wait, I
Um,
can't concentrate on a spell while I'm...
You can.
Well,
You
Okay.
can't cast them, but you can concentrate on. a
Oh
spell.
right, this is the whole call lightning. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, never mind.
The whole meme.
the meme.
Yeah, this is the meme. That Tippy's useless.
if we really want
Willingly
to change
useless.
everyone, actually, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1 carry.
Kalak
If we
steps
do it
over.
one
Kalak
short-
steps
Still
over to
one
Vico.
short.
Yeah.
Kalak
Too
steps
short.
over to Vico.
Too short. 1, 2.
I could
We
fly.
have,
We
we
have
have
our-
our for a while. Is there anything? Do we know what we're doing?
So
Oh, that's an army. We
there's
can't bring
a
an army
bit of a
across.
situation.
That's 10 people. Yeah, that's 10 people.
So not only are not only is the encampment, encircled, but there are hundreds of thousands. I say in common to hundreds of thousands.
Uriel,
Uriel.
he was just like speaking in Sylvan to
To Kalak.
Kalak, and he just looks over here and says, hundreds of thousands?
And like a questioning, like
Uh,
hundreds of thousands,
Yeah, but more like tens of thousands.
tens of thousands. And I go back to Kalak. There's tens of thousands of these undead encircling the camp.
Oh my.
Yes, and we're trying. We can't go around, so we're trying to figure out a way to go
We're
over.
not fighting them, right?
Hopefully not. But with us, you never know.
Kalak,
um,
like damn.
Fuck.
Vico's like very clearly just like stressed. He's like, well, we're trying to figure out a way to go over.
Right, 1.
I'll keep you abreast.
I can
I
turn
mean, if
2
we-
people.
Unless
can
your
turn
people
to-
has any way to go over.
Yeah, we can cast fly on everyone. What?
Yeah, all of our
Yes, sadly-
spellcasters know how to cast fly.
Yeah, sadly I didn't take that one, buddy. Wish I
I
had.
can
No.
I can make 3 people fly.
Well, that's
Tippy.
3.
Carry one person.
I can turn into a bird.
Michael, give me a level up so I can give fly.
I can carry one person.
That's 7.
I could create a couple of gargoyles that can fly, but those might be a bit conspicuous.
Oh wait, 8. I can carry somebody. I'm big.
They can fly forever.
So,
they have
okay, so-
decently fast speed.
What? So, out of character question. How big can? So Tippy can wild shape into something pretty big, right?
I can turn into a giant owl. I could also polymorph 2 people into a giant owl.
Okay,
Yeah.
2 people in. Okay, so how many of Kalak's group are there? There's 6.
There's 10.
There's 10.
There's 10.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
I don't think we can do everything. I don't think
Oh, we're not going to be able to get everybody. Because Uriel can fly. In theory, Uriel could carry someone light.
Yeah.
Tadriel can fly for a minute, which I don't think is enough to get
Not
over
long
at
enough.
all.
Definitely not.
Nowhere near long enough.
not useful in this
Spirit
scenario.
can cast fly on 3 other people, or
Two
is
Three
other
it
people,
plus
including
himself.
3
myself.
Total.
including himself?
So that's 5.
So that's 5. You can turn yourself into a bird, carry somebody, turn 2 other people into birds. They, in
No,
theory,
wait, can you?
I can upcast polymorph on 2 people, and I can turn myself with wild shape.
Okay. Oh, right.
Oh,
well,
wild
shit.
shape.
then
Okay.
those
So that's
3
11.
people. So those 3 people who are birds can carry 3 people. So that's
That's everyone.
8.
That's everyone in the party.
That's
I
yeah.
mean, plus that.
That's 8, and we're not even including Sarasol. Jesus.
No, that is including. I was including Sarasol.
That
Not
is
you.
including Ceresol. 8 is Ceresol.
Eight
Daniel,
includes
I,
Well,
Sarasol.
yeah,
I
no,
count 11 so far.
Yeah, so we can carry 3 more
Party
people.
plus 3
so
right
we
now.
might have to
If I
split.
do,
We might have to
if I do
split
2
Kalak's
gargoyles,
group,
Mm,
or just send them
Maybe,
all back.
maybe we just send them all back.
yeah, I'm thinking that.
Yeah.
Too.
At this
Um,
point,
Yeah.
yes, we
yes,
can.
I sadly do have to say I think it would be best a smaller group is best for this.
Yes.
I see. Then
Uh,
what should we do?
despawn.
Um, I would recommend that you go back to your queen and
Got the wall.
inform
Really?
her of what is going on here. Because if this it's as you've seen, it's getting very bad out here. Imagine if they were to stumble across a gateway to your home.
And if everyone were to die here and nobody knew.
I
So,
see.
and maybe if your queen has in some way, or your queen can find a way to contact other realms, you can warn other realms of what's coming, or of what's happening.
I will do what we can. Perhaps we can find a way home. If this is where we part ways, then so be
Uh,
it.
he doesn't have actual, like, does he have like hands? I know he's got mantis
Yeah,
arms. Does
yeah,
he?
yeah.
He's got hands.
He
Okay.
has hands.
I'm
He
gonna
has opposable thumbs.
I'm
They
gonna I'm
they have
gonna
like 3 fingers and
I'm gonna dap him
an
up.
opposable thumb.
I'm gonna dap him up.
Alright, you dap up Kalak with one of his in one of his arms,
Yeah.
It was an honor
and
to fight
they
alongside you.
and to you as well. And he turns to his group and he issues a couple orders, and they kind of like get their stuff together, and they head off in the other direction.
They're leaving.
Kalak,
Vico,
yes.
what did you tell them?
There's not enough capability for us to take all 10 of them across. There's barely enough to take all 8 of us across. So I told Kalak it would be smartest for him and his men to go home and inform their queen of what's happening here, because it has only gotten worse since we entered. So I
Do you
think
really
it would.
think it's a good idea to dismiss them so soon?
I
They
don't
only
think
really
we
been with us
have.
for a few
I don't think we have
days.
a lot of choices here.
Well, so be it. They're already gone. As they're like walking, we can see them.
It's
Falknir, can you send a sending so that we can tell them that we'll be flying over.
Right, yeah, I can. Sending to what's her face? I keep forgetting her name.
Ignia.
Ignia. Yeah.
Cunt.
Let's see. Outside of siege, attempting to fly over, coming from northwest.
North
Don't
by
shoot.
northwest.
North by northwest.
Don't
That's
shoot.
still enough words.
Don't
Double-
shoot!
Double cheeked
Don't
up.
shoot! We're not black.
Don't shoot!
Oh my god, Ben.
Yeah, that's everything. That should be like
These men
15
are not
words.
black.
Send it off, and
So who's going with
after a short
who?
time, you just get back understood.
I would prefer to be carried.
Okay, we're good.
All right.
I'm fine being a bird.
Necessary.
Bird.
Actually, Falkner,
Yes,
I'd prefer if you traveled with me and whoever else isn't flying. Your feather fall spell
correct. That would
could
be
be
very
useful.
useful. Do I have that prepared?
That could
I
be very
hope.
useful.
Do I have that prepared?
No, I don't. That's the answer is no.
Oh
Michael, can I make an edit
no!
to my spell list? Can I make an edit?
unless you take the time to prepare the spell, then unfortunately no.
Michael, in
If you
honor
give
of
me
Odin, come
20
on.
minutes.
Could you
If you give
ritual
me 20
cast it
minutes.
as you're falling down from the sky?
If you give me 20 minutes, I can. I can have it ready.
I mean, what's 20 more minutes?
Mm-hmm.
They're
If
They
already
it's
haven't
20
met just yet.
minutes, you die.
You die.
You're gonna die.
You're
Alright,
gonna
well,
die.
I sit down and immediately begin flipping through my book.
All right.
How long?
Y'all,
How long will that take?
20 minutes.
Okay. That's fine. There's a horde of zombies just come over.
I'm still reading!
I can't die. I'm too busy.
I can't stop in the middle of it.
While he's
It's just
doing
getting
that,
good.
I would like to propose an idea. Not that well, it's nothing to do with the going over the zombies, but so I've been thinking for a while since the Sarasol fight.
Yes.
The
Yes.
the crystals that Tadriel have, they're very powerful. That they can be used not just for not for just powering a sword, but can also be used to amplify spells.
Oh.
I
Really?
may have a spell. Yes, they can. I do have a spell that can prevent the undead from ever touching an area or being trapped in it.
Several miles.
I do not know. It could require all of the crystals that he has, or maybe even the rest. But
Just take them.
I do require about 1,000 gold worth of incense to cast a spell.
Don't have that on me, sadly.
I don't
did
think
at
we've
one
ever
point,
had
but I
that
don't now.
amount of. I don't think we've ever had that amount of money on us,
No, I don't think so. But
much less an incense.
I want to propose this with the Dragonborn. If if you know they can spare some of any. But if this does work, if this what I'm thinking can work, we may have a solution to solving this whole issue.
Do you think it
Now
would
that
be wise to use all of our remaining crystals on this area?
well, not here,
Okay.
but if we can find a way, maybe I don't know how if they need to be trapped in the lake again, or if we can just trap the lake. I don't know how these work. I also need incense.
I think we
But
need
if
more
we-
information before
Yes.
we.
But if more incense. If
More
we
apple juice over here.
if we can if we figure it out, if we figure out how to contain them all in one spot forever, I think that's a win.
That would be a win, but there's quite a bit of in between that.
Yes.
Yes.
And
that is
considering
a-
the fact that this is probably only half, if even that, of the horde that
Yeah.
was unleashed from that lake.
Yeah. So I just I need more information. But
Certainly.
ideally we have a solution.
Ideally.
Ideally.
We have a temporary fix to the problem.
If you want to just borrow the sword, if like
We have a theory.
figure this out more, you can
A peaceful
Yeah,
theory.
that's true.
give it to her.
I don't need them now. I don't. I can use them. They're more useful to you right now than anything.
Just
Uh,
tell me.
I may test with them at some point with a smaller spell to see if I can use them. But otherwise, I think for now, they're better in your hands than mine.
Okay.
But yeah, hopefully they have at least some incense so that I can, the Dragonborn at least, so that I can contact the gods and see if they can, if what I'm thinking can be accomplished. And that's all Uriel will say.
Alright.
You cannot get
So-
ahead of the cabbage of the
Oh,
gods.
I'm still reading.
Not cite the deep couch to me. I was there when it was written.
It's written. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, 1,000 gold worth of herbs, oils, and incense.
So that's quite a bit.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But
A lot.
let's go over assignments. Who's flying? Who's getting
Yeah.
birded? And
As,
who's being carried?
I'm being
Bird.
carried. Carried.
Yeah.
I'll be flying.
Yeah.
It would probably be most convenient for me to be carried. As much as I would like to experience being a bird.
Okay. Should, who do you want to be carried by, me or Tippy?
I trust you more than I trust Tippy, if I'm honest.
Ride me
Okay.
into battle, Erin.
Ride me!
Just claps Erin on the shoulder. I can see that. I understand.
Wait, so am I getting birded then? Or-
Who's getting birded?
I don't know.
Bird up.
It seems that's Tadriel and
I would.
wait.
I would rather go with spirit magics.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, okay, so 3 people want to be carried. Unfortunately, we don't have 3 birds.
Ben, the
Well,
other
I think-
lizard
I think
guy, and who
Tadriel-
else are being flown with who's flying with
I'm-
Ben? Ben,
I'm flying with Ben.
Ceresol.
Faulkner.
Ben?
Falkner, and
Ceresol.
Ceresol and Ben are flying.
Yeah.
Who's being
think-
birded and who's being carried by birds?
I think, Tadriel, do you want to be carried, or are you fine being a bird?
Oh,
One person needs to be turned into a bird.
I'll be a bird. As much as I don't want to be, I'll be a bird.
Yeah, we only need one. Wait. We only need one bird. I think Tadriel said he'd be a bird.
I didn't say that.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think Tadriel said that. I
You
didn't.
never, you never once
No,
said
Naira's
that.
flying.
None of the
Alright.
people here have volunteered for birdage,
Okay,
but we need a
wait.
bird.
Let me get
Tippy?
some-
And I did.
I'll
Tippy.
be a bird. I'll be a
Tippy.
bird.
Tippy, if you make me a bird, promise me you won't turn me into an octopus or whatever the fuck we were talking about back at the Treetop Tavern. Just, if we do this one thing as a bird, you won't turn me into anything else.
You're
Michael.
giving her an inch, Vico.
Michael, I have a question.
Yes.
Uriel laughs.
Could I simply carry Tadriel and Vico as one giant bird?
What is the largest bird that you can turn into? That you are familiar with?
A giant owl.
Well, a giant owl. It's giant relative to the size of a regular owl. So
Yes,
What size category is it?
it
I
is a
believe it's
large
large.
beast.
Enormous.
I think you could probably carry Vico. I don't know that you could even carry Tadriel on his own because Tadriel is probably the largest party member. He is a very big boy.
Yeah, I
he's the
do.
largest
It's only
party member
13 in
now.
strength.
I'll
Yes.
accept the fate of becoming a bird.
It would
Alright.
probably be best, honestly.
Well, you
Yeah.
both can't be bird.
No, it'd probably be best if Tadriel was a bird because
I
he
was
is
only
like the
I was
largest
only being
member.
a bird because I was being obstinate before, and then we didn't get any of the volunteers. I was like, fine, I won't be obstinate anymore.
Alright, well now I don't have to upcast polymorph, right? I'm just casting it on Tadriel.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. Then I jump out of Vico's bag, which I think I'm in.
Not yet. We still have 10
Yeah.
minutes.
I cling onto Tadriel, I climb up to his head, and I'm like, "Do you want to be a bird, Tadriel?"
To be a
You're
bird, you
literally
must
the
think
devil
like
on
a
your shoulder.
bird, smell
In
like
the
a
interest-
bird.
In the interests of helping the party, I'll accept being a bird.
You
One of
shall
God's
have big,
creations, you should
beautiful
be
wings, Tadriel.
Okay.
Dude, Tippy, like, Tadriel, your hands are in Tippy's hands.
If I
Also,
lose
we have-
concentration, you
They're
die.
holding hands. How sweet.
I
Aw.
have wings of my own that I can just like pull out.
Yeah,
if,
he
if
can
worse
activate
comes
them.
to worse, and if worse comes to and if it gets even worse than that, I can just use my ring of links movement on
Oh,
Yeah,
then I
yeah.
have to carry you.
Good luck.
Gridlock.
Yikers.
Then everyone
luck.
goes down.
Yeah.
Well, not me.
And then Spirit
be
and
fine.
Tippy's plan comes together.
Good job, Tippy.
Spirit just drops concentration on flying, but recasts it on himself. And so so Sarasol and Tyler just fall.
Okay. I think we're good till Falkner's done
Okay.
writing on his funny book, right?
So,
Yeah.
I was there early.
so Spirit is casting Fly, so Spirit, Sarasol, and Falkner will be flying with that.
Good.
Tadriel is being polymorphed into a
A
giant, owl. And going to be carrying Vico. Uriel is going to fly, and Tippy is going to turn into into a giant owl and fly. What are Erin and who
Vico.
else, or is that it?
That's it.
Erin is being
Vico's
carried by
carried-
Nero.
Right
It's
now, I
just
have
Erin.
Vico is okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm
So
being
right now I
carried
have
by
Vico is being carried by
Tadriel.
Tadriel. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So Uriel isn't carrying anyone.
No.
Uriel's carrying Erin.
Uriel's carrying Aaron.
I thought you just said Tippy was carrying Erin.
No.
No.
I
Uriel.
could just be stupid. All right.
Well,
Uriel's
you said
carrying-
it, not me.
Thank you.
All right.
Bless you.
That
Thank you.
is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the party plus Sarasol. That's 8. Okay. Cool. So
Wait,
that's
what
y'all's
about
plan.
our
You're gonna
friend
fly over.
Yeah.
Your friend what?
No, nothing. I was making a stupid joke. 'Cause I'm stupid.
Falkner, how long does your Featherfall spell last?
The fall could last us about a minute.
Alright.
Alright, Erin.
But it descends
Ready?
to you. You do 60 feet per round, so that's 10 feet every second.
I'll tell you. If you, I'll need you. I'll tell you beforehand if I need you to cast it. Preemptively.
Do we want a distraction or no? Just so I know. 'Cause I can still cause a disturbance with my and Dust Devil.
I think the distraction would be so minute that I don't think it would really matter.
If we fly
No,
high
but-
enough, we should just be outside of the range of any spell or
That's fair.
weapon.
Yeah.
I'll
Can we
just-
get much higher?
I'll be at the ready.
God,
We can go as
fucking
high as you
damn it.
want, Erin.
So high.
I'm always high.
Uriel's gonna carry Erin like princess style.
Aw.
That's probably like the most comfortable in flying position.
Alright. So,
And then,
Uriel can fly for hours.
Yes.
Tadriel, well, Uriel can fly forever. Tadriel and Tippy can fly for hours each.
Hey, Erin,
Spirit,
you wanna go to the moon?
10 minutes.
Spirit, you have 10 minutes to get across this.
Yes, I've
So-
calculated it, Michael. It's just over
Her-
2 miles.
So, her estimate her estimate was between 1 and 1.5 miles wide.
For the yeah.
So that is the information that you have. Y'all are going to. What I want to know is how close are you going to get before you cast the spell, and how much time are you going to spend flying up before you go over?
Feet of a giant owl.
Roughly.
Roughly. The flight
Roughly.
at 60 feet. So, like, because time really isn't as much of a concern for me.
I'm saying for everyone else, time doesn't really matter. Y'all can get as safe as y'all want to get. I'm
Yeah.
saying that Spirit's group is on a pretty strict time limit. So
Yeah.
also, y'all are gonna kind of split up because I believe. See real quick.
Some are faster.
He has to see.
Because no, a giant owl is a 60-foot flying speed as well. So the owls will be able to keep up with y'all, but y'all will be leaving Uriel kind of behind. She'll be lagging behind in terms of speed.
Damn, if only I had haste.
Meow.
Erin loses concentration and she's stunned.
It's
Whoa.
like, well, the thing is, it's only for like 6 seconds. Oh no, it's a minute. So it'll be like a plane just falling down from the sky for a little bit, and then just keep going.
Sorry, what were you asking? Like, how high we're gonna fly and what?
So how close are you going to get before you cast a spell? Just using like in terms of miles, I guess.
Yeah.
And how much time are you going to spend flying upwards before you go over?
We probably want to get relatively close, and I'd say good minimum 500 feet. That's just outside. That's outside everything, I think. There's nothing that could reach us.
That's the Death Star.
Yeah, besides the Death Star. So I don't think they have that. Otherwise, we'd all be dead.
Not yet.
So.
You're fucking dead.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah, knife man.
Probably when I get within like somewhere in between quarter mile.
Alright.
And then fly like 600 feet up. That should give us enough time to get over the army completely.
Hey, Erin, do you want to go to the moon? Yeah.
At some point, perhaps, but not right now. Not that far.
The
Universe.
universe.
Alright, so as y'all kind of approach at a safe distance and
One second, Michael. Oh yeah, never mind. Don't keep on saying.
And you all set up your various methods of flying and take off. And
And I need a roll on the table, Michael, because it's casting a spell.
yeah,
So
go
I
for
just
it.
need to not roll a 1. I'm not using the other thing because I haven't finished it. But...
Alright.
If only these things weren't dead. Imagine how much fear we would be striking into these things.
Yeah.
Giant owls
Okay.
flying over
Roll the
them.
15. We're good.
All
No
right.
searching today.
Yeah,
no,
a shadow we're casting over these guys. So it's pretty gnarly.
All right. So you all set up your various methods of flying and take off. Are the owls going to follow the fly spell, people?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right. Just
We're just
for
two inconspicuous
curiosity's
owls.
sake. Yeah. Just for curiosity's sake, what does Spirit's fly look like?
Spirit's fly spell. Let me think about that, Michael.
It looks like a whole ass rocket just appears.
Yeah. No, I'd say Spirit's Fly spell more looks like a object or a small like wyvern or dragon that an ethereal form that the person is standing on rather than them having like wings or something. So something they're being carried by a flying object rather than.
All right. So Spirit summons these like ethereal wyverns beneath people's feet, and they begin to levitate into the air. Falknir, it's.
Oh shoot.
I mean, it's comfortable because you're standing on something, but you don't feel secure. You certainly do not feel secure.
It's fine. I've never done this before, Faulkner.
Good thing, however, that Falkner is not like me. Falkner usually doesn't have a fear of heights. More so, Falkner instead, as an adventurer, is okay with not feeling secure. He's riding this bitch like a surfboard.
Do a flip.
Bruh.
Pause off.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Ah!
When did Falkner become Irish?
Oh, what? Did I sound
It'll
Irish?
be fine.
But yeah. So,
Hey, Erin, you want me to do a barrel roll?
can y'all?
No, thank
give
you,
me-
Uriel.
Uh,
Quite fine.
I just.
Uriel, can you give me a stealth check, and the rest of you,
Oh,
not
yes,
including
man.
not including
Oh.
Erin, can y'all give me a group stealth check?
Oh yeah, disadvantage.
Meaning?
baby. Okay.
Just give me a stealth check. I guess you haven't been here for one of these. Give me a stealth check, and then the group as a whole succeeds or fails based on how well y'all do.
Michael,
Yes.
should I use an owl stealth?
Yes.
Oh, whoops! I gotta reroll.
Well, you don't have to reroll. You just have to change the modifier.
Oh yeah. That's a 10.
They're pretty decent at it. They have +4s.
They do. They are nature's quietest flying bird.
So let's see. We don't got a 10. 11. Tippy actually has a 12. So Tippy, how did you get 10?
8 plus 2 instead of 8 plus 3.
Giant owls have a +4 in stealth. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh yeah, would you look at that?
His own stats.
Oh yeah,
That's a
would you look
12.
at
That's a 12.
Not the bad.
Roger that. That's a 12.
Roger that.
All right.
that? Reggie, judge
This
it.
is why Mike was so adorable.
That's a classic Code Gray. Roll the 12.
Classic 12.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not. Oh, that might no. Wait.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I see. All right. Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
So, y'all are flying up. Y'all are about to go over, and as y'all go to just like fly straight over, Tadriel kind of, well, Tadriel's an owl right now, but he flies over and kind of like gestures on where to go, and y'all follow him and sort of manage to stay out of sight. If you had flown in the direction that you were flying, your shadow almost certainly would have been noticed by many more. There are a few that notice your shadow, but not enough to spark any sort of alarm. The main group of you make it over pretty safely. Uriel,
Yo, what's up?
So are you like kind of taking the same path that they are, generally?
Generally, yeah. I'm just,
Yeah, alright.
Uriel's just pretty much vibing.
So, Uriel, as you're flying over, you about halfway across get spotted.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Now you're out of range of most things, but there's enough commotion that you're not entirely sure what you should do.
Hmm.
Right now, you're like 400 feet up over them. Do you just keep flying? Do you try to go higher? Do you like? You've got options.
Yeah. She will talk with Erin real quick and tell her and say, I've been spotted. Hold on
Yes,
tight.
this was nearly
And she's
inevitable.
gonna shoot up another, let's say, a few hundred feet. And then.
All right. So you fly straight up to get further away from them, up in the sky. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Yes, man.
You and Erin.
Great. Erin's good at those. Uh,
17.
Constitution.
If only this was a spell, I would have advantage. But
14.
All right. So Uriel, you fly straight up, and you're not, entirely like of this plane, so you're kind of able to just like adjust as normal. You're just flying. This is how you do. Erin, the sharp change in oxygen levels, he doesn't handle it the best, and he passes out.
Great.
Uriel, Erin is now unconscious in your arms.
yeah, she definitely feels it out there, like the weight drop, like, oh, yep, passed out. Okay, this is fine.
Could be worse.
Could be
He
worse.
could be dead.
Yep. Could have been Uriel that failed.
Yeah.
Okay, so she'll stop at that point, flying up, and then probably make a semicircle, just going, left, going like a wide berth, and then flying towards the, as she's flying over, getting progressively lower.
Oh.
You do eventually make it over safely. Because you don't have any kind of real time limit, you are able to like calmly and slowly make your way over. Erin, could you make me an additional con save?
Alrighty.
You just have a heart attack. Sorry.
9.
Oh
Right.
no.
So by the time Uriel lands, you are gonna wake up, but this was not very good. This was not very kind on your body. You are going to take a level of exhaustion.
Great.
I'm really sorry, Erin.
No. It was necessary. It's for a good cause. Just Aaron throws up a little bit in his mouth.
Oh.
We made it across. That's what matters.
Oh wait, I definitely. Shit. I could have given you Bear's Endurance. That's so my bad. And I would have had constant. God damn it. I would have advantage because I was focusing on my spell. Fuck. Okay, whatever.
What's done is done.
So
What do we see when we get there?
So that is going to be determined by something else. So the rest of you all made it across pretty swiftly. It was like an 8-minute flight overall. Spirit, you were probably getting a little concerned towards the end, like I can only keep the spell up for so much longer. It
the
was a
feather
little
falls
bit of a
for?
stretch, but you did make it safely. And you end up landing in between the army and the city. I said city, encampment. There's still some like space to walk on foot. You couldn't fly all the way there.
I cast. I would have casted it again.
You just cast it again?
I turn it was a level 5, but I turn the sorcery points into another level 5 spell slot, and I just cast it again.
Right. So y'all like land for a second, recast the spell, take off, go straight over their various barricades and into the encampment. And when you get there, you get a better look at everything around here. I know on the map it looks like they're more proper buildings, but there aren't a lot of shitty buildings in
Yeah.
in Incarnate.
Yeah.
So this is essentially a like probably the quickest, just like thrown together like outpost that you've seen. It's all just like tents, like shacks, but stuff that's put together in very, very small amounts of time.
Well, we made it. That's good. Oh God.
Oh no.
And then like 10 minutes
No.
later, Uriel and Erin come.
No. So
Ah!
as soon as you land, a few white dragonborn guardsmen approach you and sort of like point spears at you and are just like, "What are you doing here?"
Falkner's hands go up and he walks forward a little bit.
Why did he do it?
We've been in correspondence with Ignia. She knows we were coming. You can talk to her. We'll stay here if you wish.
Give me a persuasion check.
I swear to God, if that cunt didn't. Oh my God.
That he didn't recognize Sarah Saul.
Yeah, I'm about to bring that up.
Yeah. Well,
12.
He does look a bit different.
He does look a little.
Yeah, it was a little
Mm.
and
weird
also
champ.
these guys are from a different tribe.
Yeah, they're from a
Yeah,
different tribe.
maybe they're racist.
Oh, we all are. Don't worry about it.
They're all
They all are.
inherently fascists.
They've all been at war with each other for fucking like decades. I don't know what to tell you.
Matthew, they're all
Yeah.
fascists for their own tribes.
It's kind of based.
So wait, what did you get on that persuasion check?
12. That's 12.
12. The one that's been kind of leading the conversation says, "Ignia's business is none of ours. You're coming with us."
We have a champion with us.
Ex-champion. Let's move.
Well, 2.
Aren't you all working together to attempt to, I don't know, get away from this mess?
If that's what you want to call it. He kind of like prods you. Come on.
Okay.
Is
What
Uriel
was
I'm gonna keep
the
asking you
white
questions.
white
Inkush.
champion's name? Inkush.
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 I'm gonna say perhaps are we going to meet Inkush?
None of your concern.
Is Uriel and Erin on those?
No, we're late.
Based.
We're late for a very important feat.
We're late to the
My
party.
Dragonborn were all these pricks.
So they bring you through the center of the encampment over to one sort of like triad. You can triad, 1/3 of it. So you can tell, even though they're like together, this encampment has been divided into like 3 separate sections of like tents.
Welcome to the ghetto.
I love racism.
Yeah, it's the ghetto, baby. We're in the ghetto now.
It's apartheid time.
Hey, Falknir, can you tell Ignia we're here? really don't want to have to deal with these people.
I don't think Ignia is going to help us very much, Tadriel.
I guess, but I thought it would at least be something.
The DM, he's leaving.
I'm just letting my dog in. I'm right
He's
here.
leaving.
Calm down.
Ben is
I'm
the
right
Ben.
here.
Ben is the
He's
DM now.
leaving.
Ben is the DM
No.
now.
Oh my god.
God has forsaken us.
God has forsaken us.
He's like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Oh god.
And they guide y'all towards like the sort of center back of the what is clearly like the white dragonborn section. There are all sorts of just
Is theirs the biggest?
there's like no.
Okay.
So I'm trying to think for a second. So they're like
Tyler, you're
10.
muted.
I was muted.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you can tell just by kind of looking around, like I've mentioned before that all of the different tribes have their different like technologies that they have developed to work with their own things. So like you can see what appears to be like these channels in the sand that are like wind operated. In the center of this encampment is an oasis. Take that as you will. They are essentially using wind power to pump water from the oasis into like their different little tents. And they bring you towards like the back and essentially put you in like this what's trying to remember this like thatch like box.
Hut?
Just like it's not a hut. It's like closer to a cage than it is to a hut.
Holding stuff.
Yeah, and they're just like, you'll stay here for the time being.
We have. I'm gonna look at the one that's been doing all the talking. We have 2 more friends on the way, so just forewarning you.
God damn it.
We'll be on the lookout for them.
We're gonna sneak in. Be cool.
Break y'all out. Jailbreak arc.
Yep.
Bruh.
Jailbreak.
Jailbreak arc.
Jailbreak
Alright,
arc.
Aaron. I think I saw our friends get captured. All we have to do, son of a bitch.
They start like firing at you. We had to land on the white side, didn't we?
This is an
Yeah.
excellent cage, one we can just break out of.
Did they take our weapons?
No,
No.
it's not like a like
No, we're
full
not in
on
prison.
like holding cell. Like you can theoretically get
timeout
out of
corner.
here. It's basically a timeout corner. He told you not to leave, but like there isn't anything actually stopping you from leaving. There are some like guards around, or I shouldn't say guards because it's not that organized. But there are Dragonborn around that if you try to leave, they would probably try to do something to stop you. But there isn't
While we were
anything physically preventing you from leaving.
while we were being escorted to our cage and through the center and all, can I see where the igneous area would be separated?
Yeah, you can pretty clearly tell that. So there's essentially pipes leading to, or like more like hardened channels of like sandstone going to the white dragonborn area. There's like just ice kind of scattered throughout the sand in one area. I don't think Falknir is familiar enough to recognize that that's Igneous area. The rest of you
right.
would be. The rest of you, except for Tippy. Tippy also wouldn't, but... So,
The 2 new people.
yeah.
New
Those
guys.
of you that are familiar would be like, yeah, that's the teal dragonborn, and the blue dragonborn have honestly nothing special about their tents specifically. They're just like set up, separated from everyone else, and they definitely have the largest area.
I'd like to look at Cersol and Spirit and say, you'd think during a time like this they'd be more united.
No.
No.
These
What I
tribes
have-
have been at war for decades upon decades. This isn't going to be enough to just unify them just because there's some common enemy.
Just because it's the end of the world as we know it. Yeah.
The end of the world as we know it.
Especially with Ignia involved, no one's willing to trust her. If I was still with my people,
I wouldn't blame
perhaps Inkush and I could have worked something out, but if Vice has taken up command, it's not looking good for working together, especially with Inkush.
I don't blame them for not trusting Ignia. I don't trust her very much myself, but you'd think they would, find a way to work together.
Well, unfortunately, the dragonkin that has taken up that has taken my place, well, his father was killed in a bit of a fight with the White Dragonborn. So I don't think he's exactly intent on working with them. That being said, I think all we can do is wait right now. We don't need to start a fight with them. With that, we're gonna kind of pan away. Uriel and Erin.
We're
y'all,
going
y'all.
down.
So are y'all
We're going
y'all
on
gonna
a
touch
trip in our
down?
favorite rocket ship soaring through the sky.
Little
y'all going
Einstein.
to- Are y'all
Yeah.
going to touch down in the city or
Ah!
or in the encampment or outside the encampment and try and
Hmm.
go in from the outside?
Well, Aaron's passed out, right?
I would have
Uh,
woke up by
Er-
the time
Erin-
you land, right?
Aaron wakes up as you're like approaching land.
Okay. At that
So
point, yeah.
he's still groggy and like uncomfortable because he passed out from lack of oxygen. He's got a pretty bad headache, but
We're getting closer, Erin. Do you want us to go inside the city, or should we enter from the outside?
Michael, at a glance, could I tell which section belongs to the Teal Dragonborn?
I'll aid, because she would also be looking.
Aaron, give me a perception check with advantage.
Coolio.
Well, there is ice like cooling the area. There isn't. It's ice isn't like blue like in cartoons. It's clear,
19.
so it's not the easiest thing to see. You are able to
Damn, wanna
tell
play Tom
that.
and
You are able to tell that as you're approaching, you kind of look to be like, huh, I wonder where they might be, and you look and you're like, huh, okay, yeah, this is like pretty cleanly divided, and you can pick out where like the teal dragonborn would be more concentrated.
Cool. So I will
Segregation.
point that out to Nero and say we might want to touch down there.
Alright. Meow. Flies whatever Aaron tells me to fly. Unless we get...
I'll fly over.
Yeah, be so bad.
You touch down, and in the sort of cooled area of the sand, you, like the others, see that these are very quickly thrown together tents. They have like, it's not a barricade, is it? Is it a palisade? The spiked ones?
Yeah.
Outside of that are surrounding the entire encampment that are made out of what appears to be like possibly glass. It's hard to tell. It's some form of clear, shiny substance.
Mm-hmm.
The
We wouldn't.
the teal
think we would land,
dragonborn
like, in a
don't
meadow, we
seem
probably
to pay you too much mind as you kind of land there. They're going about their business. You can very clearly tell it's very quiet here. Everyone is just like tense and on edge. Not
Yeah,
it's pretty
we're
quiet.
looking.
Understandably so.
We need to look for Ignia, correct?
Yes. Do you see any sign of the others? I'd assume they would have touched down around here, but
Looks around. No clue where they are.
huh? Perhaps
No.
they already went in Meta.
Yeah. Let me ask someone. She will walk up to one of the Dragonborn. Excuse me.
You walk up to the nearest like teal dragonborn. It is a male, and he's repairing a hole in one of the tents. He just like glances up to you, and he just like grunts.
Do you know where Ignia may be?
Why do you need to know that?
Well, we're here to work with her to safely, safely get all of you and us out of this situation.
Why is that? None of your kind are from around here.
No, but we're all in this situation. There are several boats coming down from Titan. Waiting, well, not waiting, but on their way to extract everyone, including Dragonborn.
Give me a persuasion check.
Fuck.
Man, I love dealing with.
Can I pipe in as well? We're here to help. We've already
Not
conferred
bad.
with Ignia. Just point us to her location. And can I?
Yeah, I'll give her advantage for that.
Coolio.
Please. Okay, thank you. Roll. Okay, that's 19. That's good.
Gamer.
Yeah, there we go. 19.
A very small tent over towards one of the back corners of the area.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
And then starts walking away.
Yeah.
You
Is this
waddle
place?
away.
Is this place
Waddle,
hallowed?
waddle.
Is this place hallowed?
Yeah.
No.
Oh. So, Erin.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Not sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
Is it? Yeah.
hallowed is so everything that y'all were over before, all the land that that the undead had passed already was all desecrated. This
Yeah,
is now not
This
desecrated.
is not.
Hallowed is different.
My bad. I knew. Yeah. Sorry, I forget. It was desecrated, not hollowed. So, yeah. So, Erin, as both of you touch down, you notice that Uriel's whole appearance just changed.
Oh.
Instead of this glowing bronze skin and almost flaming hair and wings, the flames seem to die down, and her wings are now more feathered, and her skin pales considerably. She now just has regular regular eyes, ruby iris, and her hair, instead of the flaming red, is now just a regular redhead.
Damn. It's a pretty impressive trick.
Oh, it's yeah. This is my tamed appearance. The more flashy one, I wasn't really able to control due to all the desecration.
I see.
So, but this place is not desecrated, which is good.
I suppose that only makes sense.
In any case, let's go meet everyone else.
Yep. And we walk into Ignia's tent.
Alright. So y'all make your way in. Can you give me a perception check?
You got it, boss.
Perception. That is a 17.
So my passive is a 21.
Your passive is a 21. Damn.
Expertise, baby. They're just ninjas in the
Alright.
shadows waiting to kill us.
So, as y'all are approaching the tent, Uriel, as y'all like get close to it, you hear a quiet flurry of movement from the inside. When you open it, you don't see anyone, and then you like look up and you see Ignia essentially hanging by her tail from like the top of the tent. She has her bow out and an arrow knocked at you, and she sees who it is. She kind of like lets go of it, and it puts it back a little bit, and she's like, "Oh, it's you." For those of you that, or I guess just for Matthew's sake, Ignia is a teal dragonborn, very thin and lanky. She's always wearing winter clothes, despite the fact that she lives in a desert. She wears a quiver of arrows, and she has interacted with the party in the past. She's twisted their arm to do a couple things for her.
Yep.
But-
Hello again, and for the first time.
Hello, Ignia. This is. She may look different. This is who you knew as Nero.
Wait.
She goes by Uriel now. Is the rest of our party in with you already?
Yeah, where is everyone?
You're the first to arrive.
Oh, that's
That's not possible.
We would have seen if they
You're
had
like half
fallen.
as fast as them.
You know, I can fly indefinitely, but I'm pretty slow. Slower than the rest of them.
Well, good that you made it across. It's always good to have more hands, although I don't know where the rest of your group went.
They should have landed already.
We should have.
Is there, I noticed you all are pretty, separated from tribe. Is there any, tribe that would be unwelcoming of assistance?
I don't think. I think that both other tribes would have reason to deal with them themselves. Although for different reasons. If you truly have Sarasol with you, then I imagine the current blue champion would not be too kind on the idea of relinquishing that role. And as for Inkush, well, he's kind-hearted enough, but he's not everywhere.
Yeah, because
I see.
they could have landed somewhere else.
I mean, I suppose so.
What do we do now, Erin?
I guess we should go looking for them.
I wouldn't do that
Ignia.
for you.
Okay. Is there hostility between the tribes still?
It would be too much effort and there would be too much conflict if we tried to truly unite them. We have a tentative alliance, but that is all. If you try to go from place to place, you will almost certainly be taken in as you are unknowns. I warned my people before you arrived, but I can't do that for everyone.
That's oh.
Great.
Well,
Diplomacy.
yes. This is not my strong suit. Well,
What would you recommend, Ignia, as far as retrieving our comrades? Is there any way we could reason with the other tribes, or
Well,
perhaps-
you'd have to talk to their individual leaders, and frankly, getting to them without alerting any of the others would probably not be very easy. I don't know how you're going to get to them, but unfortunately, I have bigger things to deal with.
you all survive like this? You're currently under siege. How does this... I suppose there's no sense grumbling about it.
This was our last spot that we could be. We had to set up around the oasis because past here until weeks away, there are no more oases in the desert. This is the only way that we could sustain ourselves for any period of time. We're not going to be able to escape by the sea or anything like that, so we're stuck here. That is until a friend mentioned that there are boats.
Yes.
Indeed.
There are
but
boats arriving.
We have to get out of here if we want
Yes.
if we want to capitalize on that, and we don't even know when they're going to get there.
Yes.
This is true.
So I am trying to figure out a way to get my people out of this damn siege. So if you excuse me, I have planning to do.
Alright, well, expect us when we get our comrades back. We'll return to you with more information.
Okay. She like drops from the ceiling and like sits cross-legged on the floor and starts like scribbling on a large piece of parchment that was on the floor when you entered.
Yep. All right. Drop the tent door, the flap. All right. Now we have to deal with intertribal politics.
Not what I would want to be dealing with in the middle of a siege, if I'm entirely honest. But I suppose there's nothing we can do but go along with it.
So what do you want to do? I don't think we should just go up to them.
I can perform some reconnaissance.
Yeah, I'm not very stealthy, and I think me flying above, just looking, just kind of be a little suspicious.
Yes, I can go around, or how long does gaseous form last? I should be able to go around for about an hour, scout out, see if I can spot our allies, and I'll report back to you with information if I can't just bring them back immediately.
Alright, yeah, just be careful. I'll,
In the meantime, you can scout out in the Teal Dragonborn section. Perhaps you can ask around, get more information from the locals, as it were.
more information about what?
I don't know.
I guess I can try.
I
to
just
find
don't want you to
more-
be sitting here, if I'm entirely honest.
Yeah, I'll try to find some incense. I think we really need that right now.
Yes, if you could get that sorted out while I'm out, then
Alright.
all the better.
Alright. Stay safe, Erin.
Alrighty, I'll see you on the other side. If I'm not back here in an hour, then you'll have a bit more trouble on your hands.
Yes, alright. I understand.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
And Erin will cast gaseous form on himself, and he will go along the ground as a puff of, like, sand.
Alright. So, you can tell that the Teal Dragonborn area is as such, as it's like covered in a thin layer of ice. But as you're kind of like making your way out of here, you have two directions you can go. One that has what appear to be these sort of like makeshift sandstone pipes that lead to the oasis, and one that appears to just be big. You don't see
Yeah.
anything immediately noticeable about it.
So sandstone pipes and big.
Yeah, sandstone pipes and larger than the other two sections.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the sandstone pipes one first. My reasoning is she said that the white dragonborn. I know the white dragonborn leader, or the white dragonborn are wind. The white dragonborn leader is more friendly, so I'm going to try and do that.
So you start making your way through there. Give me an investigation check. As you
Gotcha.
are kind of making your way through. It is pretty small, so it's not going to be hard to find any one specific thing, as there just isn't that much. There aren't that many like tents to go through, but
Yeah. Dirty 20.
all right. So you're making your way. You're making your way through. You do pretty clearly notice as you start getting in there. This is the White Dragonborn area. And you are able to find a pretty large tent that you kind of peek inside. You're going from place to place to see what's going on. You find a pretty large tent that has Inkush, who you recognize as you've seen him before, inside, surrounded by a few other White Dragonborn. They seem to be discussing something. He's thinned out a little bit since the last time that you saw him. But other than that, they're distracted and discussing something. And you also find the like thatch holding area that the rest of the group is in, and they're surrounded by other White Dragonborn.
Alright, well that was not entirely too difficult. What would I gather from seeing them like this?
So,
Like,
give me like an insight check.
gotcha.
Because they don't know you're here, they can't really like. They can't. What's the
They can't
word?
smell you.
They can't try and like convey information to you. It's just like taking
Yeah.
in the scene, figuring out what is this situation.
Yeah. 26.
Jeez.
All right, so there are several White Dragonborn like milling around this area more so than other places. It's like this isn't a prison. They clearly don't have the resources to have a proper like prison, but it does look like they're being like held essentially.
Okay. So concentration. Can I cast message while in gaseous form?
I don't think message is like concentration at all. So yeah, go for it.
Coolio. So I would.
Actually,
Okay.
the message does have a verbal component because you have to whisper it.
Gotcha.
I think, unless it doesn't technically have a verbal component, but
It does
while
have.
you're in,
It does mention a verbal component.
yeah, you can't because in gaseous form you cannot speak. You
Gotcha.
cannot talk.
Okay. So I cannot use message. Well, that's tricky. I guess I'll just. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to the big hut with the champion.
Mhm.
I'm gonna release my gaseous form, like in
All right,
a corner somewhere where no one can see me.
give me a stealth check.
Gotcha. 9.
Ooh, yikes.
No.
I was.
So,
It's not gonna be. It's not in the building. I mean, just like in a corner of the camp where no one can see me.
all right. Well, so you release your gaseous form. You return to being physical again. In a place where you think no one's looking, but there was just like a scout on like a small tower that you thought you were out of sight of, but he has some pretty dang good eyesight, and he picks you out, and he essentially just like he shouts something in Draconic.
Okay. I'm gonna suggestion to the guy as soon as he shouts down to me. I'm going to meet with your champion. Let me pass. I have important information.
All right. And
Wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
they do not have to understand. In common or they can speak common. Okay. 20. He fails.
Nice.
Based.
So you utter a quick incantation and tell him to just let you go, and he takes a second to like kind of decide. He wrestles with the decision a little bit. He's just like, okay, go ahead.
Cool. And then I walk into the primary hut.
All right. You walk in, and so you walk in, and immediately every person in there just like snaps to attention at you. Inkush seems surprised but not hostile. A lot of the other ones who aren't as well, they would be familiar with you as a person because they saw you at the tournament. Are basically just like, the fuck is he doing here? He's with the Teal tribe. They get up and they start to approach you pretty aggressively, but Inkush is just like, settle down, everyone.
I come with no hostility. I came to bring some messages to A.K.A. concerning how to get all of you out of the situation, and it seems that some of my comrades have been mistakenly detained by some of your people.
Okay, this is all starting to make sense. We were just discussing this. So those are the people that you locked up. Is it true that Sterisol is with you?
Indeed. Or at least It is Sarasol, although he has been through quite a lot since you have last seen him. But it is the same man.
Give me a persuasion check.
Cool. Five.
Mm-mm.
Fortunately, due to your past allegiance with other tribes, I can't just release your friends. It would cause outrage among my tribe. Going to have to figure out something else.
Understandable. I would like to reiterate that we are conveying information that will aid in ending the siege and freeing all tribes.
I'll have them bring your friends here. We'll discuss with them, but I can't release Sarasol. Sarasol would be much more negotiable than the new guy, but
Perhaps,
giving back a champion my people would never allow it. So
perhaps
going
you
to
could
have to
release
stay.
the rest of us, or just a few of our comrades.
I will have them brought here, and we can discuss this information that you intended to bring with me.
Understandable.
He gives an order to one of his direct associates in Draconic, and they head out. The rest of you, a large white dragonborn that is wearing this like plate mail armor, which is unusual. Most dragonborn don't wear like proper armor; they'll wear like leather at most. Comes over and he starts kind of giving orders in Draconic. For those of you that do understand Draconic, he's saying, bring them out, leave Sarasol behind. We're bringing them to the leader. And a couple of them, a series of white dragonborn with
About to be brought out.
makeshift spears, gather around the entrance of y'all's little hut and gesture for y'all to move out.
Just Sarasol.
Sarasol will have to stay, but the rest of us, they want the rest of us to leave.
I don't see why. Alright. Are you okay with that? And I look at Sarasol. Might be able to see about getting you out after if something goes right.
I can defend myself if they really try something, but I think it would be best not to provoke them right now.
That's fair. Alright.
Do you know where? So. Oh,
Sorry? You're really quiet.
yeah. Thing with my mic. Sorry. Let me try. Y'all go on.
Michael, are me and Tadriel still birds?
Did you ever drop concentration?
You know, I kind of assumed that you dropped concentration,
Yeah.
but if
I
you
certainly
didn't,
never. I never stopped wild shaping.
if you didn't, then y'all are still birds. So they probably wouldn't even
Capture you two.
Can we
well,
have bird adventure?
Well,
They're massive birds.
They would bring you in with them,
God
but
dang
they would probably just be keeping a watch on you. In fact, if y'all are still birds, they would probably just leave y'all in the cage with Sarasol.
Good.
Imagine they come get us out and these two just morph back as they do. It's fine.
Time for a morb adventure.
I love morbing.
Morbin time.
Have sex. Have
Yeah.
sex.
Tadriel.
I don't know if Tadriel is, but I'm staying as a bird.
Well, Tadriel doesn't have a choice in the matter.
It's up to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have the concentration.
Yeah, and
on it.
Tadriel can't communicate with Tippy, so it's
Alright,
literally
but
just
if he
Tippy.
gives me the eyes,
The bedroom eyes.
Even have like I might not even have like the full sentience to like argue with you.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
call really loudly until he lets you out.
he might not know he doesn't want to be a bird.
They start just screaming.
Lasts an hour, it'll eventually run out.
Well, Tippy's staying a bird.
We don't know.
If they go
I
to
think-
close the...
Yeah, I do think Tippy probably would have dropped concentration, at least for Tadriel. There's no reason for Tadriel to be a bird anymore.
Okay, well then Tadriel's not a bird then.
And he didn't really want to be a bird to begin with. So Tippy would have known that.
If they go to close the door after we get out and they leave Tippy in, even though Tippy's a bird, I'm gonna turn back to them and in Draconic tell them to let the bird out too.
Smart move, Falknir.
Give me a persuasion check.
Let my people go.
My people is
It
a
was
bird.
originally just gonna be in common, then I was like, wait, I don't really know if these guys know common at all, so I'm just gonna do Draconic. That is a... What's my persuasion again? Oh, yes, +0. So that's a 10.
You say that, and he's just like, You don't need your damn pet. Come on, move.
The bird is a magic user. Keep an eye on it.
No!
Understood.
We'll be back for you, champion.
And you too, Tippy.
No, you will.
Yes, and Tippy.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Sorry. Alright. So they guide y'all to a large tent, and one steps in ahead of you, makes a quick just like announcement of your presence so that no one's startled, and the rest of them shuttle y'all through. So Tadriel's not a burn anymore, right? So Tadriel's with them.
I'm with y'all.
All right. So Erin, you see the rest of your group. Sarasol's not there. Tippy's not there.
Okay, I might just assume that Tippy's like in Spirit's bag or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there you all are.
Oh, Erin, you made it.
Real.
Where's Uriel?
Uriel is in the teal Dragonborn section.
I thought about sending you a message, but I didn't know what was going to happen, so I didn't want to waste my magic.
It seems like
He could be dead.
their only issue right now is letting go of Sarasol. We shouldn't have too much trouble getting to Ignia.
Is this all of you? What happened to the big one then? The gray one.
Dead.
I see.
There is one more of us still in the cage that your men would not let out because they are currently transformed into a bird.
They're typically a frog.
Normally.
Yes. Froge. They're froge.
Le Frog.
Le Flaug.
Sorry for that loss. I'm sorry to bring up your loss. Now, what is this information you were supposed to bring Ignia about getting all of us out of here? I don't exactly think she'd be willing to share such information.
Well, the intention was to not just get the teal dragonborn out, but all of you. Ignia was... I don't personally know her, but she was the only one I was given a description of that I could contact. But to keep it short, there are ships coming south from Titan, one of which an acquaintance of mine is on, and they've agreed to meet us over on the eastern coast to help evacuate everyone. And I might be able to see if there are enough people there we might be able to get extra help on the siege. No.
You say getting extra help. What do you mean by that?
Well, I don't know. We might be able to get people. They might be able to dock and send some people this way that we might be able to get some help clearing a path through the siege for everybody to get through. Or just, I'm not 100% sure because I don't know how many people are on those ships that could fight, or that might actually be of use in the scenario. And I'm not going to ask them to send people to die.
Do you know how long it'll be until they get there? Or even where they're going to land?
Not at this point, because last we were in contact they were still traveling this way. However, I could find out shortly. Possibly find out shortly.
How shortly can you find out? Guessing you have magic of some kind.
Yes, I should hope it would only take a minute, but if there's something is happening with my acquaintance, then I'm not sure when they'll be able to respond. But within a minute is usually a good bet as long as she's not busy.
If you could do so now, that would be my preference.
I will step aside, pull out my spellbook, and use sending.
Alright. What are you going to ask? Are you contacting your
Lillian.
teacher?
Yeah, Lillian. At Dragonborn camp, no, not that. At Dragonborn camp, need to know when and where you will be arriving. ASAP, please. That's all I'm gonna send in this message. Should be about, I think, 17 words.
Send it off. It's a tense minute waiting for the response as everyone in the tent is just kind of staring at you, waiting to hear. I need to do some word writing to see how much can fit in one message.
25 words, by the way. Bro, if this works out, we get to see Sun again.
Dude, base.
Let's go.
Think about that. Oh, hopefully get to see Sun again. It depends
Son
on what
actually
Michael wants to do.
killed by a kraken.
Yeah, he died.
No, son. If Sun died, I would kill everyone in the room and then myself.
And then myself. I've only had this thing for 5 minutes, and if anything happened to it, I would kill everybody in the room, and then myself. Dude, Sun's so based. He taught himself magic.
Sun's so cool.
Sounds not that cool, guys.
Dude, Sun's so cool.
Sun's so
Your
cool.
lion
I
mouth
don't think I've
open.
ever met anyone cooler than Sun, you know?
He's not that cool.
So true.
That one time when I was talking to Sun and he looked at me and he said, "It's sunning time," I was
And then
at
he
a loss
sunned
for
all
words.
over him.
Then he sunned all over Vico. I was at a loss for words, you know?
He's not
Yeah.
that cool.
That was
He's
such an
pretty
epic
cool.
moment.
It's sunned on.
That's my favorite part of Peaceful Heart, honestly.
Yeah.
Fuck the world, fuck the story, fuck everything.
Yeah, fuck
Sun.
everything else. Fuck Michael.
I would love to.
Damn.
Literally and metaphorically.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, the response that you get back is 7 days out,
7 days.
landing at the southernmost tip of the
7
peninsula to the west of the main desert. So,
7 days out, southernmost tip of the peninsula to the west of the main desert.
Oh,
So, like,
right here?
here?
So,
Oh,
like,
here?
off the map.
Or is it here?
you give me an insight check.
Yeah, okay.
Mathematical perspective.
Dude, it's only like
Okay,
4
that's
feet.
going to be. Fuck, man, mediocre all day. 13.
7.
One second, I have to fix a problem.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's this and
Also
not
known as
this.
shooting a child.
This is still 7 days away, so to meet them on time, we'd need.
We have to leave now.
Christ.
You're gonna have to. You probably would have to send another message to be like, "Hey, so are you gonna leave like a day after or something? Like, how long are you gonna stay? Because yeah, there's definitely no way we'll be able to make it.
Alright.
Maybe.
So you could probably estimate that she probably means this peninsula right
Okay.
here.
This one? Okay. That's
Based off
directly
your
under
map,
us.
based off your map, it would be approximately a 5-day journey, a little
Okay.
bit more, 5.5.
Okay.
So we can't dawdle.
Yeah, we do have a couple of days, but I would still suggest sending a message to say how long they're gonna stay. Because if they're gonna stay maybe 2 days, or not even, like they'll stay for 1 day and then leave.
I
They're still on
mean,
a very tight schedule.
they're probably not going to do that, but yeah, I guess it's good to check
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. 'Cause it's
So,
tough to,
well, just starting here before we start having conversations about this information, Falknir, that's the information you get.
yeah.
Going to look to the white champion. So the 7 days out, and they'll be docking just south of here. I'll pull out the map and point to it there at that peninsula. That'll take us 5 days from here to reach, by my estimate. 5.5. More precise.
We have to get out soon. And this... I doubt they'll be able to send help from that far away.
No, they won't. No, it's too far. I didn't know where they were docking, so I didn't know. Let's see. I'll look to Uriel. You did mention. Oh, Uriel's not there.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh,
Plus,
Yeah.
Would you
There we
like
go.
me to go retrieve Uriel?
I mean, I'm gonna turn back to the group. Uriel mentioned possibly having a way to clear path of the undead or something if it works.
Yes.
If we could
Given
figure that out,
1,000 gold worth of incense.
that is an extreme amount, you know.
that is
Well, if we
quite a
can
lot.
somehow figure out a way to make that work, and she can make sure it will work the way she thinks, we leave soon. We could make it on time. I have to ask and see if they're going to be talking there for a while or not.
How much incense do you have on hand?
Me?
No, the to the
she's
champion.
asking Inkush?
English.
Yeah, Inkush.
Instance.
What the fuck is incense?
Never heard of that before.
If-
yes, Erin.
If we have any, it's not much.
Shite.
When we fled here, we did not take
Yeah.
non-essentials for survival.
That is understandable. However, we could maybe across the 3 tribes if we could round up enough. That is one method we could use to get out of here.
Get out of here? Incense?
Via magic, but the incense is required.
You have such powerful magics that you could get multiple
What?
entire tribes, probably 200, 300 dragonkin out along with your own group.
It's a possibility.
But not exactly sure. It's more so not getting us out, more so stopping them from getting to us. Or possibly containing them somewhere where we could leave. But we're not sure. She has an idea for how it might work, but it needs to be tested a bit, and so she can make sure it'll work the way she intends. Other than that, we just need to start planning other methods and plans for now. I'm going to ask how long they plan to stay docked. I'm just going to walk away at saying that and just go back to a corner and send another sending off to Lillian.
Sorry?
I'm going to send another sending to Lillian. Making arrangements to meet you there How long do you plan to stay docked? Yeah, that's all. Okay, just 14 words.
Send the message. After about a minute, you hear back. The waters are also dangerous. Can't stay long. Need you to be there already. Maybe an hour maximum.
Ooh,
Fuck.
that's rough.
Oh,
Yeah,
yikers.
Screenshot at that
So we have 2 days to figure what the fuck to do before we
and
have
book
to.
it.
2 days
And
to
book it.
convince.
Not even.
Oh my god, 2 days to convince 3 very non-agreeable tribes to.
Not even. That's
Yeah,
a
that's
day and a half max because it's gonna take almost 5.5 to get there.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's a
Dude,
bit of
we've really got
bit
to
of a
work cut
yikers
out for
moment.
us. We've got to work cut out for us.
So, all right.
I am going to slam my book shut. I hear in the message. Okay, well, we need to get to work right away. We need to be there as soon as. We need to be there before they get there, because the waters are too dangerous for them to stay docked for long. So we have maybe a day and a half max to get everyone together to willing to work together to an extent of getting out of here, and we need to
Oh,
make sure we have a way
God.
out.
Oh god, this is bad. Uriel didn't tell you guys. So the hollow spell is the spell that
You were
is
using?
yeah, and it takes 24 hours to cast.
Ooh, yikers.
Yikers.
So we have 5 hours.
Yikers.
But she
Inkush.
never told you that.
We have
Fortify this place.
okay.
It won't. It won't
And you never told us
get
that, so we don't know
Yeah, we
that.
don't know
You
that.
don't
No.
know that.
Yeah.
Inkush.
Also, she has no idea what exactly it's gonna do. She's trying to use the hollow spell
Yeah.
to essentially like. She's trying to use the hollow spell and like amplify it using the crystals out of
Which
Tadriel's
we have
Yeah.
no idea if
sword.
it'll work.
She has no idea if it's gonna work, but that's like the plan that she has.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's not there.
I'm gonna turn.
And she's
to
not there
Erin.
to explain this.
Yeah, she's not.
I'm gonna turn to Erin. You might want to go get Uriel for this. We need to get everybody's hands on deck and just see if see if she thinks this is gonna work.
Alright. Inkush, do I have clearance to go grab our other comrade? Can I just leave your section and grab our comrade from the other section?
I can grant you passage through my people, but not through.
Great, that's all I needed
can't
to hear.
guarantee the rest. And if anyone tries to stop you, tell them. And he says, in Draconic, the wind is with me.
Gotcha.
Inkush.
I can probably just repeat the syllables. Let's go.
Yeah, it's simple enough that you can like figure it out. You'll probably have an accent, but like.
Oh my god, this is.
They'll understand what you're saying.
I'll do Duolingo while I walk.
Yeah.
It'd be the giant owl comes flying out and attacks you for missing your lesson.
No.
Vico's gonna look at Inkush. Inkush, is it possible for you to call together the other champions and any higher ups other than yourselves in the tribes so we could explain this all in one place?
I can contact them, but it's difficult. My best, I can send Sashi here, and he kind of gestures to one of the other one of the other white dragonborn that's in there. It's this it's this like tall, lanky dragonborn who's got like half of his chest just like completely exposed. He's like very, very muscular. but like he's lean.
Is he buff and covered in oil?
Yeah. No, but he does have a scar on his chest. He's pretty much just like
So he is
send
shirtless.
him to go try to contact the others. He's good at getting around without being seen so much. Ideally, it's the easiest way for us to contact each other is through stealth. The general populace is quite aggressive. I can't guarantee that I can get everyone together. And it might lead to more politics if it fails.
Thank you for at least trying.
Nachi, go try and gather them. And the tall dragonborn just kind of nods and slinks out of the tent quietly, and he makes his way off.
What is your intention with us for the meantime?
It's best if you stay here. Better not to rile up either any of the specific groups. If Saucy is successful in gathering the other champions, I can bring you with me to discuss this course of action to get out, and possibly our timeline. If this has to happen relatively quickly, we have to find a way out within the next day.
Oh God.
For the time being, stay here. And as for Sarasol, to be quite frank with you, I don't know what to do with him. I'm still figuring that out. If I release him to his tribe, he will likely be attacked.
By your
Frankly,
people or by his own tribe?
by his own people. Maybe not by all of them, but at least their current champion. He's going to want to secure his place. And frankly, I can't risk that happening right now. This is much more important than some petty rivalry between leaders. So for now, it's best if he remains in captivity. Air quotes.
He's just sitting in the timeout corner.
Yeah, he's sitting in the timeout corner.
Gotta go to the timeout corner.
So, Uriel,
Yes.
what did you do when Erin turned into gas and vanished?
In like once he left, she just goes around talking to Dragonborn, just asking if they have any incense or where she can find some.
Give
I assume-
me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Could I speak in Dragonborn and get advantage?
No.
All right.
You can't even say the language right.
What do you mean?
Stop
Called
culturally
Draconic.
Speak in
appropriating.
Dragonborn. Bruh.
My bad.
I like speaking
Racist
Britain.
bit.
I can wait,
Uriel's
but
a
I can speak in
colonizer.
Chinese, people.
Okay. All right.
Uriel, what a
Prove it.
colonizer.
That is not the reason. That is not the reason
Yingling.
that you have disadvantage.
Oh man.
It's because you're white!
It's because I'm white. Yeah.
That's a dumb question.
Persuasion, right? Alright.
Yep.
Yikes. Okay. Ooh. Yikes. That's a 9.
Akers.
Yikers.
The Dragonborn aren't very open to the idea of telling some outsider where to find like what is essentially at this point a rare commodity, as it's not going to be that easy. It's not going to be easy to come by, and like any that they do have, they're probably saving for important things.
We're
This
gonna
is pretty
prove our
important.
dragons.
This is pretty important, but I get it. That's all she does. She just goes around asking for incense. That's that's all she can do right now. She has no. She can't go into the. She can't leave. Well, she could, but she doesn't want to. And she really wants some incense. So she's gonna keep asking.
All right.
Run around like a peddler.
Yeah, free
Oh.
some incense, please.
So,
Some incense.
free incense, ma'am.
3 incense.
Oh boy, they
She'll
have it.
She would offer to pay, but like, she wouldn't say that at first because again, what the fuck is money used for now?
Yeah, the economy's in shambles after this pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love coronavirus.
Think about what this will do to the economy.
This
Wait, you
will
can
have a
afford
marginal
incense
effect
in this
on
economy?
the tribe population.
Yeah, so she's sadly just gonna keep doing that.
She's
All
sorely
right.
mistaken.
If she keeps getting denied, she's gonna eventually do enhanced ability, Eagle Splendor, which gives me advantage on charisma checks
All right.
to make her more appealing.
Much like Peter did to Jesus, you were denied 3 times.
Yeah.
I'll let you do
Hey, allowance.
a new roll, not at advantage, but just
Yeah. Straight.
a new persuasion, a new straight persuasion check.
All right.
How about a gay persuasion check? Like with
Yeah.
Bianca.
16 this time.
Well, yeah.
So you don't get your hands on incense, but you do get a guy who's
I
charmed
know a guy.
enough. Who's
No, I got
charmed enough by your womanly ways.
He wants to
That
fuck you.
he points you he points you in the direction of one of the tents that's close to the edge of camp. It's larger than a lot of the other ones. You make your way over there.
That's a second level spell slot.
You make your way over there, and you can actually smell incense coming from inside of here that is being burned.
She'll. Yeah, you'll walk right in.
This appears to be where this tribe's magic users are staying.
Oh.
Specifically, I believe you've seen them before at the tournament. Nero did, so Uriel would have the memory.
Yeah. Very faint, but she would probably remember them.
There was an older teal dragonborn sort of priestess.
Mm-hmm.
There were 2 of them that were essentially identical and would speak in time with one another. It was very creepy. Only one of them is here now. Before they were inseparable, so
Sad face.
don't know what's up there. I don't believe the teal dragonborn have any other spellcasters, so she's just kind of in here, alone. She appears to
By
be
herself.
praying. She doesn't notice you when you walk in.
She's very polite. She would probably let her pray first.
No, she is.
Yeah. No, Ben, you're thinking about Nero.
No, I'm not.
No, you would have made something better.
Nero would have interrupted her better.
She would probably just awkwardly just wait, probably make her own prayers. and just wait until until she's done.
Rip and tear until it is done.
You got it, Erin, in my head.
Oh, Uriel, no! Uriel just fucking rips her
Uriel,
in
did you put your name in the goblet of fire?
half.
Dumbledore asked calmly.
Erin asked,
she's there for a while, and eventually her hands drop to her side, and she doesn't turn around, but she just says out loud, "Thank you."
it's no issue. I smelled the incense, and I was wondering if I could borrow some. By borrow, I mean use them.
She gets up for where she's standing. She turns around. You can see there were like little streaks of tears on her face, and she kind of like clears her throat.
If you need more time, I can wait outside.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, look, I do have some. Is there a reason although I
would
shouldn't
like
just be handing this stuff out. Is there something specific you need it for?
I would like to ask some of the gods some questions, and I need some incense worth about 25 gold in order to do that.
Have enough of that. That's all you want?
I would also I don't need it now, but I would ask, how much incense do you have?
I have a pretty significant stockpile of it, but it being, as I'm sure you're aware, a magical component, I can't just give it out. Honestly, I shouldn't even be burning it for this, but it was important.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is also really important.
Okay. Well, thank you for waiting. I'll let you have what you need at the very least to say your prayers. And she goes and gets she opens up like a like container that she has towards the back of the tent, and pulls out a couple of sticks and closes it and brings it back to you.
This is only one question. Okay. All right.
She hands it off to you.
I mean, one question.
Good luck.
I thought this was one with the multiple one. No, that's commune.
that
And commune needs like a lot of shit, so like I'm not gonna use commune. I think commune actually needs like 500 gold pieces of incense. And you can ask 3 questions.
Oh, yeah, one question.
Then I get 25, 1 question. Okay, that's
How does this end?
What spell is this?
divination. And also the reason why I didn't want to use commune is because it says your god in it.
She's dead.
That's
She's
that's
dead.
I can already do that.
Your god is dead.
This divination says a god or god servant.
It is a goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days.
Yeah.
God is dead. God is dead,
Which
and
is
we've
this
killed
is in
him.
the time
Truth
frame.
or
It's
pie?
technically in the time frame.
Short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen? Hopefully not an omen.
Yeah, they offer a truthful response. Okay, hold on. I gotta think. Oh, what she ask?
Use this wisely.
Yeah.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
I could just make like a really long question.
Do not tempt me with such things, Frodo Baggins.
Fuck.
That being said, she hands it off to you.
Yes, she'll take it and okay.
Spits in her face. I don't want your filthy incense.
I was just testing you.
You
It's part
wretched
of our
woman.
custom. It's a part of our custom.
I was just testing you.
They're all Greek.
Oh, wait.
No, I told them this means peace among world.
Alright, I need to.
Morty, this means peace among worlds.
I need to go look at the gods list because I gotta figure out which god I'm gonna be praying to. Where is it? Where is it?
I was gonna pull up the document. It's my favorite
well,
document.
Yeah, the document.
The document.
Alright, so here it is. So I got Soul. Loon. Loon's probably the one I want to talk to.
Good old dad. Tell him I
Lynn,
said
what a
hi.
data cuck.
Or Stall. Stall's another good one.
Stalling for time. That's what you need.
Yeah, that's what I need right now.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh. Or Kai. Shit. Kai's also a good one.
Roll, David.
Roll what? I don't roll anything.
No, what I'm saying is like just
Oh,
roll
Roll
a
to
die to
determine which one you're
decide.
gonna talk to. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna actually pray to Kai. I think Uriel would want to see if they can help with. Tell her if what she wants to do is even possible. Because if it's not possible, then there's no point in trying. So
Assuming there's even 1,000 GP worth.
yeah, he's even assuming there's 1,000 GP worth.
It doesn't have
Yes,
to
it will
just
work.
be incense.
Let's go.
It's not
Is
just
it
incense.
by the way,
it's
do you
like
have
oil and
1,000?
herbs too.
Yeah,
GP
it's not
worth?
just incense. It's herbs and oils.
Yeah, I'm sure they have tons of herbs and oils they're just willing to give away as
they-
well.
The desert.
Do they have a definite gold value though, for the herbs and oils?
I think so. I don't know. That's
You can check it later. Just...
yeah. We can check it later. I think right now, what Uriel's her most wanted question is, could Uriel use what was Tadriel's shards again? What were they called?
The little crystals of blinking.
They're not. They don't have like a proper name. They are the. They're just these crystals that were like forged in the
Yeah.
heavens to power this magic sword.
Yeah. So this is our question. Could I use the crystals of Tadriel's swords to power the spell Hollow, to amplify it enough? Hold on, let me rephrase that. I'm gonna... I'm just typing it out in our DMs, Michael, so that I can...
Yeah, just type it out, rephrase it as you want, because this is
Yeah.
something that Uriel would be able to sit and like think about.
Yeah, she's literally praying on this. So,
Super important information.
I think Uriel's taking some time to like pray on this, and probably by the time she finishes up with the spell, Erin will have found her. I don't know how long into it it'll be, but he'll probably find her while she's praying, and then.
I mean, technically the spell is instantaneous, so she would already...
Yeah, but she's taking time to like think about it.
Yeah.
Technically, Nico,
Erin-
you can suck my cock.
Erin would go up and he would, if she looked like she was deep in thought, he would wait for a little while before bothering her. If it got to be like, I don't know, 20 minutes. If she was there for an extended period of time, then he would probably speak up. He would make his presence known in some way,
I
but
think
he
Uriel
wouldn't
would
interrupt
notice him.
immediately.
Uriel would notice him, and I think at first she wouldn't say anything, and then she would voice. So did you find the others?
Indeed, they're currently convening with, I forget the White Dragonborn champion.
Is Inkush. Yeah.
Inkush. They're currently convening with Inkush. I came to get you so that you could weigh in on our deliberations.
Okay. I am currently thinking of a question to ask, Kai, to see if what I am trying to achieve is even possible.
Your plan about making way using Tadriel's crystals?
Yes, I want to see if it's even possible to even use the crystals to begin with. It's only a hypothesis of mine, but
I see.
from studying them, but I don't even know if I can. If I need a source or something.
Well, to convey the information we got most recently, we would have to be at the southernmost peninsula of the continent in, what was it,
7 days. It takes 5
in
days to
7
get there.
days. In 7 days.
Okay.
It's about a 5.5 day travel.
Okay, that's a little worrying, but I think we still have enough time. Wait, how long are they gonna stay?
We have to be there before they arrive. They are only staying about an hour. So,
Oh.
I don't mean to rush you, but I mean to rush you. If you can get the answer to that, we can get
That's
back to
great.
deliberation
Okay.
sooner.
Oh no. I would have to conduct the spell sooner than, the spell itself is gonna take a day. A whole 24 hours. Even if
Then I'd say ask your question as quickly as possible. I mean not to disturb you any further.
Okay.
And then we can be on our way.
Okay. To repel. She's sweating now, bullets.
Sweating bullets.
Not to repel.
Well, Uriel's kind of figuring that out. I mean, is anyone doing anything other than just like waiting for her to come back?
Yes.
For Erin to come back with her?
Nope.
Yeah.
So, sorry. Tippy said yes, and Tippy hasn't been on screen for most of the session. So I'm gonna go with this first. What is Tippy doing?
Tell me the situation, Michael. Where am I?
So you are in a thatch hut. There are several armed dragonborn that are watching your every move. That have been keeping you in here for a while. They took the rest of the party out earlier, and when someone mentioned that they also bring you along, they said you don't need your pet. You are just in here with Sarasol. He's just like sitting in the corner, legs kind of stretched out a little bit, just like watching the guards pass.
Okay. When my moment is ripe, I drop owl and I misty step out of here.
Tippy's gonna die.
They know I'm a frog, but they don't know what kind of frog. I'm out.
There's not many frogs here. It's mostly
There's not many
dragonborn.
frogs in the desert.
Yeah.
Don't
Alright,
touch me, I'm feral.
I don't.
All right. So give me an insight check to like see when to
Hope you fail
see
this.
if you can figure out when
Dude,
your
I hope I don't fail
time
this. I have a
would be
+9.
ripe.
If I was a divination wizard, I would give you a natural 1 if I had it.
Yeah.
Michael, this isn't
Michael,
something
can
I
I
get
multiply
guidance, is
into
it?
divination?
Can I
You
multiply-
You do the
can't.
guidance
You,
before it.
yeah, you would need. So you can't cast guidance while you are in while you are
I
wild
see.
shape. So
Let's go.
Oh no.
all right, 22.
This is
So
only bad for us.
Yeah, this is
This can only go well, I
Misty
hear.
Step lets you go 30 feet.
Yes.
30
Yeah.
feet, and it has to be somewhere I can see.
All right. So now give me a stealth roll. Stealth check.
That's something I'm not as good at. Being a bright pink frog. Oh?
All right.
I'm on a
So
roll.
Tippy, you wait
We'll break down
for
at some point.
the moment that everyone is looking away, and you drop owl and vanish.
Let's go.
You return to frog and then disappear. You have you are no longer in captivity, but you have to scurry away to not be found.
Yeah.
Like I said before, I figure I should point this out because I think it's something that Tippy would be interested in. There is an oasis in the middle of this, like, the full encampment. Other than that, there are several tents around. You can start poking around. If you want. What is Tippy doing?
Okay. I don't know where I am. I climbed the nearest building.
They're not buildings. They're tents.
I
So,
climbed the nearest tent.
Tippy's light enough.
I standing jump 25 feet onto the nearest roof.
So Tippy climbs up on top of one of the tents. It doesn't break down, thankfully, because she weighs like nothing. And you look out over the buildings. You're close to. You're still towards the back of the like white dragonborn area. Like I said, there's an oasis in the center. There's one section off in the distance that has like a thin layer of ice over it. And those are the only real defining things. There are a few very, very large tents. Other than that, this whole place is very ramshackle. There aren't too many like defining like this is special. They didn't have the time for it.
So I'm on top of the tent. I'm just up here. So where would Spirit go? Can I judge where I think Spirit would have gone?
Judge with.
I'll decide, Michael. No worries. I think Spirit likes blue things. Well, that's ice, and ice is cartoony blue. So I'm gonna go over there,
Sorry, Spirit likes blue things.
and I run over to the blue stuff.
Spirit,
I'm thirsty.
famous for his love of blue objects.
and on top of that, Tippy is extremely thirsty, and wants some
Alright.
ice.
So you're gonna make your way over there.
Alright, I sent it.
You sent it. I'll get back to that because Vico wanted to talk to Inkush.
I also want to do something.
Oh no, my thing's not super important. I just thought it'd be cool.
It's probably of equal importance with Tippy Adventure.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Tippy hasn't done anything this session. Like I'm like.
What is the spirit would like to do then?
Mine's real quick. I'm gonna ask Inkush's permission if I can go back to the holding tent where we were originally placed. Yeah.
Hey, Inkush, can I drop
Give me a
beat?
persuasion check.
I'm so persuasive.
Hey, Inkush, you know how to beatbox? It goes a little.
You know the beatbox goes a little bit
A
like.
little bit like
Yeah. Maybe I can intimidate him with my beatboxing skills.
Then Inkush
Spirit
like.
turns
I'm
into a
really
funny,
good at that.
fucking
Beatboxing
character.
and love of blue.
Inkush is like Spirit. That's not how you beatbox. You beatbox.
Let me show you how to drop it.
And then
Who in the party is best at beatboxing?
Unnatural 20.
All right.
Tippy.
Oiled
was a
up
bard
and
at one
naked.
point.
Who's winning the twerk
Tippy
off in
was
the
a bard.
party?
Unnatural 20.
He doesn't see too much harm in it. He has you escorted back.
Okay.
By the time you get back, Tippy is gone.
Yeah,
Oh,
I go
Michael,
into the
I
tent.
have a
The guys there seem a little bit panicked. They're not like freaking out because even though they said, "Oh, it's a magic user," it's still just a bird. So they're like, "Where did the bird go?"
Yeah, I go in and I'm just like, Tippy, I need to. Tippy.
What's the bird doing?
Drake,
Vico, just to
where's
get this out
Tippy?
of the way, since I think things might kick up once Nero asks her, Uriel asks her question. What is it you wanted to ask in Kush as spirits being kind of escorted out?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna I don't think I ever properly thanked you in the arena for helping me during that final fight.
It's
You're so cute.
You don't need to thank me for doing the right thing. There was y'all had fought through ordeal after ordeal, and now there was someone attempting to brainwash and kill your group. It was the least I could do.
Damn. Based in Kush.
Dude, Inkush is
Inkush is just
genuinely
a
the
cool
best.
guy.
Him, the red dude, and the orange dude.
Alright, so
Oh no.
Uriel.
Here
Alright.
it comes.
Could I use Tadriel's crystals that he powers his sword with to amplify the spell? How strong enough to repel the horde currently surrounding the Dragonborn tribe that I am accompanying?
Try to make it as specific as possible. That I have no idea how the gods are. So this guy could be like Lamau. I won't tell you.
Man, kill yourself.
Yeah. They do have to give me a truthful answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could just give you an omen, though.
That is true.
Yeah.
Or a cryptic rhyme.
A portent.
You could have asked Erin for advice on which one to ask.
Which one would we have told her?
Oh yeah, by the way, which
Oh.
one did you ask?
Kai.
Kai, alright.
The deus of intellect, the all-seer, and the sum of all human knowledge.
Gamer.
Man, it's a shame that humans don't know anything about these.
Yeah, it's a shame that these are celestial objects.
Damn.
Hurrah. If that's actually what happens, I'm gonna cry. It was either Kai or Stall.
See, now I have to think about. Shit.
Yeah.
Think about.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a tough question because at first I was thinking about is it even possible to say that, but then I was thinking like okay it could be possible, but could Euro even accomplish that at the level she is?
Let me show you how to drop it.
You know, maybe Erin and Falknir could help with the arcane to try to help, but
Oh, the misery.
yeah, stress that.
Oh, the misery.
Anyways.
Don't worry, boys. We're gonna get out of this by only sacrificing one guy.
And his name
Hope it's
is...
Trust me.
We should sacrifice
have a
Wombacher so
plan.
Tyler has to make
Yeah, I mean, He could be like, he could definitely do it, but you're gonna die if you did.
You guys remember how we got back home?
Yikes.
If those
Yeah.
crystals work, I'm gonna take all of them with me.
Too bad Falknir isn't making out of this one alive.
Yeah, second character gone, baby. Let's go.
Damn, that's a
I'm gonna
record.
go through characters. I'm gonna go through characters. I'm just gonna go through a whole world. I'm gonna play every damn class.
You should.
Michael's campaign. I mean, the next one has to be a
Every
record.
character
Yeah,
spends
that's-
half as much time
Yeah.
in the campaign.
Your last
I mean-
one's only there for the final session and then immediately
Not even.
dies. It dies
even.
after we beat Talistar.
Yeah, he just trips, balls,
Yeah.
hit his
By
neck at a
that,
funny
by
angle.
that point, we're all just like,
No, but
uh-oh.
Kindred spirits, so that's why he dies. Their souls were connected, so
Yeah.
And then Tyler is the last character.
We have like the spell
Even
like True
better.
Resurrection, and it was like, damn, wish we could do something about this. Walks away.
well, what if Tyler actually does play Talistar himself? That's his next character.
That would be base.
Talistar is his next character.
Characters, Talistar, I am
Somehow
the
doubt.
BBB.
Ben, look at this.
Just a dick pic.
Cookie.
Hey, look who's that down below me.
Yeah.
Look at that guy.
That guy?
Um,
This guy?
For me, Austin's below you.
Oh, Austin's over there.
Yeah, Austin's right there.
Here.
Do you have
Austin-
two rows?
Mm-mm.
Do you have rows of two?
Yeah, I got 2 rows. Austin's right there.
I have rows of three.
Yeah,
I have one row.
Let me
One
full
column, straight down.
screen. Okay, I'm full screen.
Look at this guy.
Look at that guy.
That's me.
That's you.
Above me is you, Matthew. That's you, Matthew.
No.
Above me.
False.
Above you is
He's
Garrison.
next to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Garrison's above you.
Well, I know, but my thing, I have it in a
He's
single
a
column.
straight line.
I have
Yeah,
a
he's
single
one
column.
row.
So
I know.
above you,
Incorrect.
above,
Yeah, I know.
below me is
Right.
where below me is a lack of Tyler. It's an absence of Westfall.
Yeah. Oh, right here is absolutely
Here,
left.
I'm still there, motherfucker.
If you had
Don't
a
talk
super
about me.
horizontal monitor, then Austin would be to my left.
If I had both
A
of my
super
monitors, it would be
horizontal
over.
monitor.
Well, actually, no. With Peaceful Heart, it would be 2 columns with Peaceful Heart.
Sorry.
Wait, Matthew, I got a
I
question.
don't have a full big monitor.
Yes.
Matthew, how much more horizontal is a super horizontal monitor than a normal horizontal monitor?
At least a significant amount to be called super.
Yeah. Facts.
Why don't they just call it the double barrel? Because it's better. Because it's super.
I mean, that doesn't necessarily have to be true, you know.
I really hope Kai's a cool
Better.
guy. And get
Kai's
me-
like,
Kai's like
I
Lamau.
can't
kill
answer that
yourself.
question.
If he's the
Yeah.
if he's the the accumulation of all human knowledge, he could definitely just be a troll and be like, "Haha, Lamau."
Kai's just like
He's the internet. He's the internet.
Kai's.
He's
No,
the
no.
internet. You just Google.
Kai.
You look it up,
Kai is.
You
Kai
find a
looks at you.
suspicious website.
Yeah. Oh,
Kai
where's
looks
this?
Talks about importing things from Russia.
Kai looks at you
Uriel
and says,
Uriel
"It's not
accepts
possible.
it.
Why isn't it possible?
Why
It's
is it
just
just
not.
It's just a virus in your
Why
head.
not? You
Can I wiki
stupid
how to
bastard.
kill Talistar?
Wiki how?
So you get your boys together.
You get the boys together.
You and the boys
Boys.
get together.
You make a spaceship.
Look, we've been over
Step
this
one,
plan,
space-
We've established that's the only way we can beat him.
Yeah, making a spaceship.
and it requires the brave sacrifice of at least 2 people.
Guys, I'm telling you, the final battle is gonna be on the moon.
Yo.
No.
That would coincide with our plan.
Yeah, that's why we have to get a spaceship, because his first form is gonna be on it's gonna be on the planet. You kill it, and then it's gonna be on the moon. So we
Well,
have to go-
actually, his first form, we kamikaze with the spaceship, and then he throws the spaceship onto the moon.
On the moon. Wow.
Yeah.
and then
And we all
fight
just die up there.
Yeah,
He's
from
still
lack of
there.
Oxygen.
His second form is still, in fact, on Callisto. He hasn't left.
Tippy becomes a tardigrade and survives in space.
Turns into the giant skeleton.
Europe just cast Vanish.
Home Depot skeleton.
Yes. No, the one in Titan.
All right.
No, I choose to think the 12-foot Home Depot skeleton.
You're probably right. You know, they'll probably.
Dome Depot.
No, please, you don't understand. It's like a shoddy, like a melody in my head.
Here it comes.
So that we've all been waiting for.
Yeah.
Just Michael typing
Sorry,
all
No.
the letters. And
Sorry,
then
I wasn't prepared for this thing to happen, so I had to do some writing real quick. But
Okay.
I am sending it over.
We have
right
to do some
now.
retconning real
He's
quick.
just writing all like a paragraph, and then all I get is no. Fuck.
David, pog if it's good, and if it's bad, just I don't know, don't pog.
Yeah,
I'll just cry.
if it's not good, I don't
Yeah,
know.
cry as soon as you read it if it's not good.
Instantaneous tears.
Yeah.
Or pog.
All right,
I want you to be
silence,
breaking
silence,
down.
silence,
I'm gonna be
silence,
Here we
doing
go.
this. I'm gonna be doing this,
silence, silence.
and then I'll pog, or I'll.
Yeah. All right, silence.
How many gems do y'all have? Y'all have 4, right?
Yeah, 4.
Ayo.
Being that many gems, damn.
All right. So you sit and you pray, and
Pray and you sit.
you don't hear anything in your mind, and you're getting a little frustrated. You open your eyes and you see something written in the sand. And this is what you see. Erin is there, so actually I can copy and paste this to Erin as well. I'm honestly I'm just gonna put it in the chat. I'm just gonna put it in the group chat so that people aren't waiting.
Okay.
Is that just a random
Way to
dragon boy
ruin it
that
all,
wrote this
Michael.
fan in front of you?
All right.
Look, I'm doing my best here, okay? I know it's not.
Nah, you're good.
That's
I have to
pog.
wait for Dave's reaction. I'm reading it.
Oh, sorry.
I think that's
Ooh,
Oh wow.
It's a.
we can do it.
It's a scary pog.
it's
It is-
possible.
He's more screaming than pogging.
Yeah. Yeah. So Uriel just turns over to Erin, like hope in her eyes. It's pog.
What was the question? It's possible.
So the question was, whether I can use Tadriel's crystals, to amplify the spell that will be strong enough to repel the horde. And as you can see, as she points to the letters, are they in common or are they in like celestial?
He just took his headset off.
What an idiot.
Hey,
I can use comprehend languages anyway.
Yeah. So is it in celestial or is it in common? You still can't hear me.
Can he not hear us?
Michael, you're a fucking.
Michael, your mic's not
You're
working.
muted. Your mic's not working this time.
Imagine.
Michael's an idiot.
Just imagine.
Alright, guys, let's all talk about how cute Michael is right now.
Michael, you're
Look
so
at that
handsome.
boy. Look
I
at that.
would do things to
alright.
Pretty
him
mid.
that I could only dream of.
I've already done them. Oh, it's so amazing every time.
You know, Tyler, we should have a throuple. You, me, and Michael. We should become a throuple.
So
I'm okay with that, yeah.
So Uriel will say, repel them not, but open a path. Focus your energy, thrice empowered. Escape
My
the
God.
terror from the past for the price of some of your power. So I'll be sacrificing something. I don't know what, but I'll be sacrificing something.
What's this?
Thrice empowered, I would assume would mean the crystals, 3
Yes,
of them.
I think I need 3 of them, and I can make a path. It's gonna take me a day, but again, I need 1,000 crystals. I mean,
For the
1,000.
price of some of your power, I'd hope that would just be the crystals, but there's nothing to say that it couldn't be more.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm willing to sacrifice in any case. At least, you know, can make up for some of my mistakes.
Alright, well, let's get back, let's meet up with the rest.
Okay, you want me to fly you?
We could just run.
Flying is so much cooler.
We could just run.
Let's just, I book it.
Wait.
He's already out the door. Just like
He's left. He's gone.
Erin will, yes, Yuri will follow. She'll fly over him.
Have an entire dialogue, guys. We need to give the DM time.
Okay, so,
Yes.
3 crystals,
Yes.
Tadriel has 4,
There we
correct?
go. Okay, I've been able to hear. I haven't
There
been
we
able to see, but
So
okay.
you heard about the
Okay,
throuple,
so-
Michael? Would you be interested?
That's where I tuned back in was when you said that we should be
So-
a throuple.
So the first
And
question
yes,
I
I'm
asked,
Say no. Just
I
so you
heard-
know. Oh my god.
Oh, so you did hear it wasn't celestial?
What?
Or were they?
I can
were
use
the-
comprehend languages
was the
regardless.
Celestial or
it
not?
it was written in Celestial.
Okay. She would have told it to Erin, but
I can read it.
she would have told you to you anyways.
Wow,
She doesn't
David.
know.
Assumed you're
Wow.
too stupid.
She's excited.
Jeez.
And would have. And yeah, they just. I think you
so-
heard the conversation, so they.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all kind of run off.
Thank you again.
As as you start to like fly in that direction, Uriel.
Yeah.
You notice a small pink frog hopping around. Tippy, what are you up to?
Tippy. Immediately.
I am looking for spirits, but first I need to take a stop at this yummy ice.
Okay, do I see Tippy as well?
Uriel
running
has a
past?
passive perception of 21.
Yeah, you're.
So that's why
Okay.
she like
Yeah.
noticed her out of like
Yes,
the out of just like passively walking.
Yeah.
I'd
she
say
she would've
Erin
looked it
is trying not to get flown around by Uriel. So he's
Fair.
kind of schmooving. He isn't paying too much attention.
Fair enough.
Uriel will pat him on the shoulder. Tippy. I see Tippy. Hold on.
Oh. Okay. Erin would mage hand try and grab Tippy.
I'm a dexterous little girl.
Don't say that.
Uriel
Wait,
will
Don't
fly.
ever say that again.
Tippy, give me a dex save against Erin's spell save DC.
Matthew,
Just
I
14.
beg of you to never say that again.
At least I said it in voice.
No, that made it worse.
16. Oh my god.
All right.
Okay, succeeds.
You dodge out of the way, but you are now aware of Erin's presence as a hand attempts to grab you, attempts to snatch you up, and you
Okay.
jump over it.
Yeah.
I jump over it reactively, but then I jump back onto it because I see that it's Erin's hand.
Hello, Tippy. We're in a bit of a rush.
Come on.
Would you like a lift back to where deliberations are happening?
Okay, but can you carry me? I'm so thirsty.
Yes. Here, have some from my water skin.
Delicious.
Oh,
Great.
Stop.
Like
Let's
pours
go.
it on her head.
I just pour it all over the place.
And then we fly. You know. Well, I
90% of it isn't even on me.
We book it now.
It like pours it out.
Michael, I'm now 6 pounds soaking wet.
Pulling
Alright.
out.
So
Erin's
y'all
counting
make your way back to Inkush's tent. So those of you that are in there, Erin returns with Uriel. Uriel now looks a lot more like Nero now than she did before.
Yes. She has a bright smile on her face.
And they're also carrying Tippy.
Not Nero.
Not Nero.
Not.
Not Nero.
Hashtag Nero.
All right. So, I prayed to the god Kai, and he told me it's possible. We can do it. All we
Erin,
need.
you'll work?
Yes, it will work. All I need is 3 of your crystals, Tadriel. And we can make a path.
That's perfect. We can make a path to get through.
And we
Yeah,
gotta do it very soon because it's gonna take 24 hours.
Oh, so we have like what, 3 for you to start?
Yeah, so now the hard part I think comes in. We gotta get the 1,000 gold worth of oil, incense, and herbs.
Yes.
Okay.
As well as the rest of the Dragonborn tribes on board with our plan.
So, Erin told me, so we have what, maybe 5 hours at most now? To get everyone on board? And prepared?
Yep.
Alright.
As you're kind of discussing this, eventually the like tall, lanky dragonborn returns to the camp. He looks a little bit disheveled, but otherwise he does look unharmed, and he just says, "Inkush, they've agreed to meet." And that's where we're gonna end the session.
Nice.
Let's go. I can't believe my plan worked. It hasn't worked,
It hasn't worked yet.
but it is.
Yeah, don't count your eggs
achievable.
before they hatch.
It is achievable.
Don't count your eggs before you have the eggs.
I can't wait. Oh, I think I know what's gonna happen. Actually,
Do you?
yeah, I think so. A little bit, maybe.
Funny.
Yeah, funny.
Sorry, Ben.
I'm excited.
God damn it.
I'm excited too.
This is interesting.
Alrighty, Michael, you want to do the outro?
Thanks for watching. This was what, Peaceful Heart episode like 61?
61.
Yeah.
Thanks for
It took
watching.
one
If
month
indeed
month
you
to
still
get
are.
61.
Thanks for watching, except no one is, unless it's Daniel or me.
This will be me in like a year and a half, Michael.
Oh, tell yourself hi. Tell yourself hi in the future, Daniel.
Hello, future me. I hope you haven't killed yourself by now.
That'd be
That'd be nice.
I hope
be
you haven't
nice.
either.
That he hasn't killed himself. Yeah.
Anyway, bye.
Bye.
Bye.